Okay, I don't actually
Yeah,
have the I forgot to actually hit record on the thing, so
you can
uh
download the VOD from Twitch.
yeah, I'll have to download the first part of it and go from there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm doing a proper record now. I forgot to
Okay,
hit record
okay.
because with the recording I've got like different audio channels, so like I can
Yeah,
isolate things better.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Lala.
And good thing
That's
I
a quick
walked over
thing.
there.
Did you know
Hmm?
that on your stream layout it says, teaching Unreal Engine 5 to friends
Redeemed.
redeemed? Yeah,
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if you knew there was a D there or
this is
not.
why I don't do what's it call it, proper coding. I use blueprints because I make too many spelling mistakes. Okay, okay. Um, wait. I'm okay. Okay. I confused myself in my own tutorial again. Just with the naming. Right. So this segment is about uh placing objects. So like my use case for this was, I think I told you guys about it last time, about placing down like doing it like an arcade simulator where you place down arcades, and you can keep things you can do like, or even like supermarket simulator, that kind of thing, where you want to place things down, or say you've got a turret buddy that you want to place down on the ground to fight alongside you. This is a kind of way to check for you know check for things, for obstructions, as well as being able to place things. So it's a big section, but we should be able to breeze through it, hopefully.
Gonna become TF2 engineer. Cowboy
Ba-
up.
yeah, we can. Okay. Um. Okay. So the first
Building a
part.
sentry.
The first part is going to the third. Oh, sorry, the player BP. This is gonna be hard for me because you guys have named it, but I told you guys to change it to player
Oh,
BP,
why is
but
it?
I've actually got it down here as a BP third person character. So can I let me edit, find? Can you find and replace in Notepad? Replace. There we go. Find that. Replace with player BP. There we
Dear
go.
students, I wish for you to confuse me. It will show my prowess.
Replace all. Hopefully that didn't completely screw up the entirety of this thing, but
No,
and
it's
it depends on
understandable.
if I named things wrong as well. Okay, we're on the player BP. Player BP. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do is to be in the viewport. Just we're going to be adding something, adding a component. So, fade just a little bit upright. A little bit left, a little bit left. There we go. Wait for it. And next, you're going to the viewport of the the left side. Yep, there we go. Cool. Where we see our character. Because we've got our camera there, the one that's behind us. But that's not ideal for what we're doing, because we want to be able to place things and not place them on top of ourselves where we can have obstructions. So it's a little bit easier way to do this way. So we want to add a component. So if you see the little add in the component section, a little bit higher fade. Yep. You want to click the add button, and you're looking for a camera.
Camera.
Just a regular camera will do. And you want to adjust that to be in front of the face. So like a first person face camera. A little bit. You remember the 3D challenge? Yep. Try to get as close to like.
So it's just like the front actual like box part of the camera that needs to be in front of the face?
Yeah. The part where the square is, you want that to be in front of the thing. Cool. Just this way,
Like
it's.
like the camera people from Skibbity Toilet.
Oh god.
Should it be like slightly with the face coming out, or should it be like this, where the face is completely hidden?
I
Probably
just
like
took
that.
psychic
That's
damage.
good.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah. So this is so as a reference. This is a way you do like switching between first and third person as well. So that's why it's a
Oh, hell
good
yeah.
thing to learn. and it's a nice brick. So the camera options, you want to on the right side. It says use. It should be camera options in the middle of the screen on the right side. It should be use pawn control rotation.
Oh, this.
This is how do I explain? When you're moving around in first person, it's gonna move the control. You're moving the control. So it'll move with your mouse rather than like it'll move the character with the mouse. I think it's that. That's how. We'll see in a sec, but I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I haven't written it down. I'm pretty sure this is why we do this. I didn't elaborate on it. So in the event graph, you want to just go to the event graph now. In the
Event graph.
Yep. And you want to right click and create a custom event.
And you spot down the bottom.
Just put it wherever there's good space to do more things.
Custom event, was it?
Yeah, the custom event. We are gonna name it placing mode.
Placing what?
Placing mode. So you're placing something.
Mode.
So yep. So we're gonna be in the mode of placing. Off of that, the triangle, you want to do a flip flop.
Flip flop.
I am Murray.
Can you gather what it does?
Powerful demonic skull.
It's a pick and
It
chooser.
flip flops the camera.
Yes, it just basically goes back and forth between A and B whenever that event is fired. So you right click, it'll go in. Right click, it'll go A or B, depending on like what it is at the moment. It'll be like if you just did like a branch with a like, are you in this mode? Are you in that mode? Are you in this mode? It's flip flop. Very simple node. Sometimes you'll want to do a flip flop. Sometimes you'll want to do a branch where you're checking to make sure you're in placing mode, just so you have a bit more control over it. Because say there's something that knocks you out of that mode, but you don't die as a character, that means you're still technically on that A route or that B route. And if you click the thing again, it could cause issues. So it is usually probably better to use a branch, but in this case, we're just doing a flip flop. Maybe we'll see a use case where of why we do a branch instead. But this is a flip flop. Goes back and forth. Okay. Off of the A of the flip flop, you want to set active placing camera. So where it says it's got different set actives there, but you want the yeah. So camera. Sorry, I forgot to actually tell you to name the camera. So my bad. If you right click your camera in the top left and name it, and your components, you just want to right click it and name it placing camera. Did I actually say that? Yeah, I did say it, but I missed it. So that's what you're doing there. So yeah, off of the A, you want to get set active. Looking for set active, and you want the placing camera. Cool. This way it'll switch that one to be the active camera. Set. Okay, off that. Okay. Okay, so off of the set active that's currently there, you want to go off of that one and look for set active follow camera. And what you want to do is you want to copy all those nodes and paste them underneath. Nix is a little header on this already. He understands the assignment, I think. So you just want to copy all the sect actives and the two references to them, just so that you can paste them underneath, and then plug them into the B side of things.
Oh.
Yeah. It's you got the spaghetti going. It's good. It's all good. So
My spaghetti.
So like that.
Yep, you've got it. You've got it. Everyone's got it. Okay. So for this, where it says new active, you want to on the A route, you want to click the new active and check that.
New on
For
the
the placing
which
camera,
one?
for the placing character.
Place.
Camera, sorry.
This one. Then. And do
No,
what?
you don't have to promote it, Faye. Just click it. Just click it.
Click it.
You're good.
Oh,
Sarah?
good box.
Yep,
I see.
okay. And then on the bottom one, you want to do it on the opposite side. So you want to do the follow camera as the set active. Oh, on the bottom, on the B side.
So this one.
Yep. And spiral, yep. And next, you want to click the set active on the second one, not the first one.
Oh, because these have been swapped, so it
Oh,
turns
okay,
on facing
okay,
camera in
okay,
the first
okay,
one. This
okay.
one's follow camera first.
Okay, cool.
Just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
in
so-
my experience, you want something turned on before you turn something off. Otherwise, you get a flicker of black screen.
Cool. So yeah, this is how you can flip the screens. This fly is still around. Okay, so we did that. Okay. Duplicate both. Do that. Check the set. Okay, new variable. Okay, new variable. New variable. Remember how to create a variable on the left side, the little plus icon. Variables plus
There
icon.
it is.
Yep, and we want to do in placing mode.
Let's see.
I like to put question marks after something sometimes, just as like, are we in placing mode? It doesn't actually matter, but it's just like a weird like thing that I've done. It's like, is it a question like, are we in placing mode? Yes, no.
Helps keep it consistent.
Yeah, definitely. So you want to Alt left click drag onto the graph and plug it into line A. So you want to do basically what you've done already, but like at the very end. Very end spiral. Okay, you're gonna have to move the whole thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
You've
wasn't
crammed
sure how
yourself into
complex
the
this.
corner.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how complex this was gonna get, so I didn't give myself enough room. But that's okay. I can fix that. I can fix it. You said off of A.
Yes, and you want to duplicate it and put it. Hey, you all good? At the very end, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you duplicate it, put it underneath, and when you're in placing mode, you want to check the top one. You'll be in placing mode. So if it's so that this is just a descriptor. This is a little bit like what I was saying with the branch early on. We could replace the flip flop with a branch and have it be a true or false of like if you're in the placing mode, it'll do the bottom part. If you're not in the placing mode, it'll do the top part. If you wanted to do that, but we're doing flip flop, just because it's easier than sitting there. Yeah, it sounds cool as well. Yes, it's a fun word. We need fun, don't we? In our game dev.
Better than
introduction
branch.
to the mechanics. You know.
Yeah, branch. Okay. Yeah, we're done that. Okay, so we want to go back to. Did we do this project settings? You've got a spiral project settings. Faye, do you want to go to edit? At the very, very top, next to file, edit, project settings.
Project settings. Here.
Cool. And we want to go to inputs, which is somewhere there. It's you have to scroll down a little bit, Fade, to see it.
Oh, you
in engine
Yeah,
under
too far.
Too far.
Yeah. It's input.
in the middle.
And
You kept scrolling back
I
and
gotta
forth
say
and
the category.
moving where it was.
You have to say the category.
Okay, yeah, sorry, yeah. I forgot that was engine.
Game show logic.
Inputs.
Game show logic.
I think my understanding was we were still on part 1 at this point, so I would have assumed everyone would have remembered where it was, but it has been.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so new action mapping. Do you see the plus next to action mapping, next to just above the attack?
This
Little plus thing. You want to call this a name. We want to call it a weeby placing. as in we be placing. Why? Because that's what I wanted to call it. And you want to expand a little error.
I can't wait for this nomenclature to infect every single thing I make in Unreal.
Do a thing. Do a goddamn thing. Place the thing.
We be placing. People are gonna go.
Why
to my
won't you
code and be
place
like,
this
what
thing?
the fuck is up with this? Just do
Strings
what
all over the
teacher told
place of
me.
do this thing. Why aren't you doing this thing?
It's gonna look like source engine code.
We be
All sorts of
placing
notes and shit
ye.
in it.
Yeah. We be placing. We're placing weebs around the place. Okay, so
We be
so if you
placing.
wanna give that an input, I've selected it to be a right mouse click, but you can probably have it whatever. We'll go with the right mouse button. It'll just be the easiest one.
I'll make it the numpad key.
Well, you could literally make it whatever. I'm not fussed, but you got to remember where it is whenever I call it out, though.
I shall do no such thing. No, I'm kidding.
And okay, there's another thing. Again, as a refresh, you've got the shift, control, alt, all there. So like, say you've got like different inputs that you want to have on right mouse button. You might maybe want to have shift right mouse button. If you wanted to do that. And again, you can hit the plus on the Weeby placing and you can add more gamepad inputs. So if you had a gamepad control set up, you'd be adding inputs there. Hello, Dead Son. We're doing the UE5 stuff. I'm teaching them. Dead Son's like, wait, yeah, he's way more advanced than me for sure when it comes to game dev. he's the.
Can we teach the next one?
I don't know. That'd be up to Dead Son. He can teach us. He can hide. He can be. Well, apparently I'm getting voted off the island.
Yeah,
so
you're getting voted off. We're gonna need a new teacher.
Class, your next assignment is to pick a new teacher. Because I'm out of here.
Yeah. There is I don't know where to find it, but there is an enhanced action mapping settings you can do as well. I haven't really touched that. I just make simple inputs like this. What a blind man with one eye is king, definitely. Okay, so we got the Weeby placing. We want to go back to the player BP, just so we can actually do this input. Yeah, remember, always compile. Make sure we always compile and save, because you don't want to lose. You want to crash and lose all your work and have to redo something. That's the true killer of progress. Remember where compilers and savers? Right?
I pressed compile. Where's
Save is the little the little floppy next. I love that it's still
I've been trying to
floppy.
control S.
I love that the symbol is still
floppy.
It's always a floppy.
Even in 3025, it'll be a floppy, and everybody will just be like, "Oh, that's the save icon."
Yeah, it's awesome.
Already
okay.
heard kids say, "Oh, look what I found! It's a save icon. Oh, it's almost a 3D printed this." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not that old.
Someone must have 3D printed this. Oh god, I can feel myself withering away.
Okay. Right click and we be placing, because you want that command, that event.
Right click. Wait,
Next.
entire BP, yes.
You're all good. Fine. So off of the pressed, you just want to call the event that you just created, the placing mode. You could technically just have it go straight into the flip-flop, but by creating a custom event, you can have different ways of just knocking the player out of. So like you're in a menu and you want to knock, like they're getting attacked, you want to knock them out of their the thing. You can just do it that. So that's why you create like this kind of. That's why I create it this way. God, I'm nervous with Dead Son here. he knows things. I'm gonna double question everything I say now. Okay. Okay, so that was a 5-minute part of that tutorial. We took 20 minutes, but that's fine. We're teaching. We're talking about other stuff along the way.
We're learning
So that's
and
that's
all.
remembering.
With this input
Yes,
action thing,
playtest,
that's all we need
playtest.
to do is just connect those together. Okay, cool.
Playtest. Playtest is
Like that.
in
Oh, wait,
playtest, and
compile, save.
Whoa!
you can press right mouse button, and then you'll see the fruits of your labor.
Aim down sight.
Oh.
So if you look down while you're doing it, you can see how
Oh.
you see how
Yo!
Okay,
Oh, it's Skyrim.
you remember how we ticked that use control pawn rotation?
Wait.
Uh,
Yeah.
Okay, look down, Fade.
Yeah, I look down. I can see
and
myself
you move
sometimes, but
and you move around and you.
and I move around.
Why is it? Did you not enable that spiral?
I ticked it. Oh.
Or
I think I did.
go to your player BP. Placing the placing character. Use control, but they're not behaving the same way. Oh, maybe are you? I have that wrong. Because it should be based off of the. It should be that the camera is moving. Okay, maybe that's not working how I thought it did. But it isn't a big deal because it's not imperative to what we're doing. But it looks like so. Next, you look down.
Curious.
Okay, no, you haven't got it as well. For some reason, I think it's still. So if you stop moving, just look left and right. Okay, for some reason it's not. Did I do? Did I enable the wrong thing?
Oh,
Maybe it's because.
I can see myself.
I wonder if it's because we're not using. So. It might be because we're not using a camera boom. I don't know. Not overly important for what we're doing, so don't have to worry about it. But I'll maybe double check that and get back to everyone on that one. Yeah, I didn't elaborate on it. I just kind of did it, but I wonder why. Is it because it does it have to be? I'm wondering if it has to be attached to the component. So if you go to player BP, okay, it is attached to it. So weird, strange. I don't know why it's not doing that. It's not imperative. The idea was that it's supposed to move the character with the first person, as you look around, rather than it being you move, or that could be part of the.
This is so unfair.
That's not how I wanted
What
it.
does that mean?
We'll move on.
What does that mean? Like the capsule component would have to be a child of the camera then?
It's not quite there. I think it's that under the capsule component. Go to capsule component. You right there. Let me zoom in on here. If you scroll down a little bit, just keep scrolling until I can see things. Keep scrolling. Cool. I was watching a spiral one, sorry. Okay, no, maybe it's not under that. It'll be under try camera boom then. Try camera boom. And scroll up this time. Okay, there it is. It's under camera boom. Use control player control rotation. Untick that and see how that looks.
Where is it?
It's on the camera boom. It should be camera settings. It says use control pawn control rotation. Uncheck that, and then just run around and see the differences. Doesn't look like that did it. Do it in third person. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. That's yeah. Okay, so just re-enable that and just ignore what I said, I guess, about that for now. I don't know why that.
I've got pseudo tank controls.
Do it.
My brain.
Yes. If you go back to the thing and re-enable the use pawn control thing on the camera boom. Did you re-enable it, Fade?
I never took it off, I think.
Okay.
Wait, camera boom?
Yeah, the camera boom.
Not placing
Okay,
camera.
yeah, okay, yeah. So just ignore that for now. Just ignore that. It's not how I intended for that to work.
Think for later.
I wanted it to like move the character, but I guess I've forgotten the.
If you want to see the solution to this, subscribe to Starlime, and
I'll put it
watch
in the video.
part 3.
Put it in
Part
the
3
edit.
will
Put it
solve
in the...
this.
I'll put it in the addendum for the cut up VOD.
That's actually something that used to annoy me when like watching tutorial videos. Is someone will go, "Oh, this isn't working as intended." They go, "Maybe it's this. No, maybe it's this." Like, you know what? I'll fix this in the next one. And if there's no next part, like it's
And
just
then,
the end.
and then they end the
Hey.
series.
Yeah.
You're just thinking,
Okay.
well, how'd you fix it? It's like, and if you can't fix it, why did you leave this in the video? Why didn't you edit it out?
Well, the good thing is I can do exactly that. I'm not going to edit out. I'm going to find the solution and fix it and put it in. And you can see it at the end.
Or it'll be in the
Hopefully.
next part.
Maybe in the next part. Okay. Okay. So we'll be the. Okay, we did playtest. Okay, so we need another custom event in the player BP. We need another
Yeah, already
event,
there.
and it stop having fun.
Let me comment
Play
this.
BP event graph.
Uh,
Yeah, you can comment that. Remember to comment things. You can just comment that to be like
right.
placing character or like switching
How do
cameras.
you do that?
Select them all. Select them all,
Select them all.
and then press C.
See. Placing mode.
Do I get a gold star sticker
Yes.
for knowing how to do it? Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna get all the stickers. I don't know what they do yet. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that's the placing mode. So the next event you want to do is placing item. Sorry. Custom event. Custom event. We're creating the placing item. Okay. Okay. We got a custom event placing item. Yep.
Placing item.
Okay, cool. You want to find the. So remember how we search for things? Why is everyone's search things missing again?
I don't think
I
they
think-
stick.
Yeah.
They should. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't. Okay, so just find your attack. We did an attacks. How'd you find it, Spiral?
I just went to tools, or rather window, find results, and checked it.
Okay.
So hopefully it should stay then.
Find result.
So yeah, just attack, input attack. You just gotta go to where your attack is. You just double click that, and it'll take you to the attack. You want to copy the look arrow to the plus node. So all of that stuff there, except for the box trace and the input itself.
So this.
Yep, all of that except for the input itself. So deselect
So except for the box trace.
No,
Or-
not the attack input. You want to exclude the attack input. So you see that the red one? Get rid of the red one.
This one.
Yeah,
Okay.
good. Yep, good. And you want to copy that and place it.
No box trace.
No box trace.
Yeah. Okay.
Copy that and then place it by the placing item custom thing. That we've got the This is you know that how we fire out in front of us. This is just that math again. That you don't have to like keep redoing. You could technically turn it into a macro and then spit out the two variables if we wanted to do it that way, but we'll just not worry about that for right now. So you place the thing. You want to drag the placing camera on the next to your look arrow. So like you know so where it's got the components. You want to drag the reference to the placing camera and you want to put it next to the look arrow. Cool. Are we all good? You want to go underneath because there's gonna be a little bit more to go.
Oh, okay. Here?
No, I was sorry, I was doing this spiral. It's hard when I've got 3 people to 10 seconds
So,
for ads. So
Okay, so what am I connecting to what?
The component placing camera. So we're up in the top left. You want to drag? No, is that? Oh, okay, you could grab that as well. Yes, you could grab that as well. You just want a reference to your placing camera. So yep, drag that onto the graph and then next to that. And you want to, I believe you can control and grab the look arrow nodes, and you'll have like a big spaghetti thing, and then you can attach that to the placing arrow camera. That way, if you've got like, it's stolen it.
I've stolen its children and gave it to someone else.
Basically, yes. Forced adoption. Okay.
Oof.
There you go. Okay,
and
you can
I'm assuming
delete.
we can probably delete this.
Yes,
yeah.
Delete. Yeah. Hello, J-Bib. Sorry, I was just trying to get that bit in before ads show up. Right now. Okay, 3-minute break, and we can kill, hopefully.
I'm gonna evolve into a bull. Not a full sleep.
Yeah, so hopefully I haven't been throwing too much at you guys. In your,
yeah, you're good.
Because again, a little. It was a little bit under the assumption of we were all in the same session, so some of the stuff might be a little bit harder to remember to find them. So like when we're looking for things, like even I don't even know where that.
Where the what?
Gold star to anyone who can find the get all actors of class thing that I swear we talked about. It'll be in one. I swear there's one in one of these actors.
I don't recognize the get thing you did.
Use the find results, and maybe you'll be able to find that in the different blueprints. So get all actors of class. You might have to do spaces for it.
I'll just do get all and see where.
On that one, is it in the enemy BP? I swear there was one that I did.
Get all.
I don't see anything of the ones that we.
Slime, I ain't seeing anything.
Not in the third person map. Was there another one? Sorry, like, is there any other blueprints that we did?
Interfaces, main UI.
Nope.
Weird. I guess I use it so much that I thought I taught it to you. Maybe that's what it is.
I guess.
You're dreaming it.
Also, I have to quickly mess with my screen share just so I can pop something up real quick.
Weird.
But I'm gonna just swap it to the window instead, real quickly.
Unless you're giving other people lessons.
Is that what it is? You've been teaching other people behind our back, Slime?
I'm not two-timing
and
you guys.
that's why you remember things that never happened, Slime?
No. My horrible secret is out.
NTR?
That's why I haven't been streaming for the last week. Oh no. Although I did some on the YouTube
it's okay. It's okay. It's all fine by me. I'm a free love kind of game design student.
Gotta make as many code monkeys as possible.
I'm polyamorous. This is my bread and butter, baby.
Aha, I can't take this anymore. How could you?
Sorry.
And Slime says I'm too into NTR.
Listen, is baby still around, Sailor?
Have fun cutting up this video.
I just know that as soon as I get to the first break, skip 3 minutes.
Skip. I've given you so much.
That's comedy gold right there. You can't get rid of that.
I've given you so much just to be skipped.
Oh god, that's okay. I was watching.
What am I, chopped fennec?
I was watching Do you have you heard of Super Mega, the YouTubers?
Oh
At all?
yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah.
the Oblivion playthrough that they've been doing?
I
No.
have not.
No.
They came up with the funniest idea ever. Is when you're like, you know how you can skip dialogue?
Mm.
They were like, he basically skipped the dialogue, but at the same time he went shh, and they came up with the idea of if you could, if you were in a dialogue thing and you were just skipping someone's thing, it just goes shh, shush, 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 so that you every time you, and if you're like going through all the different like, if you're just trying to speed run it, you just go shush, 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 shush. I thought it was like the most funniest idea for a game ever. Like,
Technically,
just,
I got bad news for you.
Bethesda-
oh, is it already in
Bethesda
something?
did that.
Oh,
For
they
that.
did?
There is a game called iNinja for the
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 that was an old Namco collectathon platformer, and you
Yeah.
played an angry ninja who had to take advice from your ghost sensei, who often made very little sense. And whenever you would skip the dialogue, it would make him go shh.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I'm glad that it exists.
Like-
I guess every game idea
iNinja beat
exists, but
Super
yeah.
Mega to it.
Well, the thing is,
Let's
I
go,
was gonna say,
iNinja
like,
baby.
Fallout 4 does that. Every time you talk to someone and you start skipping dialogue, your character's going, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
which
And they
is
get
also
a bit
very
more
funny.
aggressive as time goes
Yeah.
on. Because like the first time you do it, it's okay, yep, But if you
I am
keep
the
pressing
world.
it, it's like, go on.
I am
And it's
the
like,
world's
that's just
only
very
iNinja
frustrating.
stan.
I've never even heard of the game.
It's a good game. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a mostly collectathon platformer, but it's got a bit of like fighting mechanics in it too. Also, the main character is voiced by the same guy who voiced Fry on Futurama, which
Oh,
is
God.
extremely funny.
Funny.
Billy West.
Yeah, Billy West.
I'm actually curious. I guess this is the last interrupt because I
Mhm.
heard PS2 and potentially iToy or something. If I
I
download
gotcha.
if I download a PS2 iToy ROM, do you think I could use the virtual camera that is my VTuber to play iToy games?
I wonder if
Theoretically,
it
yeah.
had that. Yeah. I wonder if it just
Wait,
takes
what?
video input.
What do you mean Don Bluth directed the cutscenes in this game? Wikipedia? What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
Don fucking Bluth? Okay, sorry, the rabbit hole over, but this is what I'm referring to if you're curious.
I'll take a look into it. Okay, it's GameCube. That's probably why I don't remember it, but I never really, I never owned a GameCube.
Yeah, it was a GameCube PS2 title. I only knew about it because it came on a demo disc that I had with Soul Calibur 2, and then I went and found it at a GameStop later on.
Okay. Now we've had our fun. We get to go back to maths and programming.
Yes, which is also
I'll
fun.
see you in the next break.
As a quick little thing, I remember reading, like, just because I heard GameStop in Canada, well, Australian Canada, GameStop owns EB Games. Like, our store line EB Games was bought out by GameStop.
Mhm.
Someone in Canada just got the rights to GameStop Canada and is renaming it back to EB Games Canada
W.
because they prefer that.
That's awesome.
I prefer it
Awesome.
too.
Gotta keep that devil caged. Get some. Okay. Right. So where were we up to? We were up to placing item. We got our thing. We pasted it as a thing. Drag placing to that part. Yep. Okay. Change the multiplied no to 400.
Where am I supposed here? Change the multiplier.
Oh,
to
oh.
400.
Page you've done window mode.
I'm still messed up
Yeah.
on that. Hold on. I have to fix
Yeah.
that. One moment.
Yeah. Otherwise it like skips all around the place.
Yeah, I just swapped it because I had to pull something up and I didn't want to mess up the formatting. There you go.
Yeah. The 400 is preferential. It's how far away you want to be able to place an object. So like. It's going to collide with the ground, but it's going to be how far away you'll be able to place it. So that's the purpose for that. Off the placing item, the event, you want to do a line trace by channel. So with the event, the little triangle, you want to do a. Has it? frozen on Fade's end? Were you?
I
Oh,
don't think.
okay, okay.
Is it my mouse?
I,
Okay.
yeah, I just didn't see anything. With the so yeah, Fade off of the placing item. You want to do a line trace by channel.
Off. Oh, this
Yep,
one.
yep, 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 yep,
This
yep, yep.
one.
Yep, line trace by channel.
Line trace by channel. Oh, that's going over here.
Point see if you can remember how to set these up because it's the same way.
Is it the exact same way as the enemy attack?
Yep. So you want the plus going into the end and the get world location into the start.
Get world rotation into
I
start.
don't think you need the rotation node. Not the rotation node. You want the get world location. Yeah, I guess we don't need the rotation part. Why did I have you grab the rotation part? I don't know why.
So that way, as our character turned, the box would fall.
Oh, you got it for orientation.
That works for the box, but not for the Yeah. So I don't know why I said to grab it and bring it down here. So just delete the world rotation part.
I think it was easier just to grab everything than to say grab everything but.
I get yeah. So Spiral, you want to put the world location into the start. Yep, the top one. Yep, just drag off of it and put it into the start, and the plus goes into the end. And you can set the debug mode to duration if you want as well, just so you can see what you're firing off. Yeah. We'll look at.
So that's a quick thing. If I was to add in orientation, anyway, like how would I add it into this?
You wouldn't. What? So you're wanting to rotate the thing because
Yeah,
this doesn't really have any. The rotation is not really a thing. It's just looking for point A and B, and it doesn't.
Okay.
It's not trying to get any sort of like rotation in this one. If you wanted
my only, because I just thought whenever we place things in games, either if it's a turret, it faces away from you, and if it's a
we will get to that
building block, it faces towards you. So that's why I just thought, can we put it in now to start to figure it out?
We'll
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, we'll get to that. It's gonna yeah. You'll see how it interacts when we come to that part. And I do have it set up to like rotate the objects as well. As part of the thing. So out of the out hit of the trace panel, you want to break hit result. The out hit.
Break hit result.
Yep. Usually you don't actually have to type it because it's like if you drag off the out hit, you'll see that it is the bottom. So you'll see that it like see that it well it was there, but I guess because it can't have two of the same nodes, so that's the reason why it's not showing it right now. But it does show it. Yeah, well, you can type it out. You don't have to. Okay. Okay. Give. Okay. New variable. We're apparently holding. We want to create a new variable in the variables on the left side. Yeah, I've put in brackets here. We'll come back to this part, but we're doing a new variable. Okay. And we're naming it proxy current choice. And give it. You want it to be an integer. And you want to compile so that you can actually give it a default value of 1, which you can change on the right side of the screen at the very bottom, default value. Cool. Cool. That's that part set up. Now we want to go to the content browser. So okay, just a little No, never mind. Can't play test it. We haven't set it up at all to do that.
Content.
I'm gonna say you could see like what's happening there, but you can't.
You can take a look and see how it doesn't work. That's because
Yeah. Okay, so the content browser, because we want to create a new material. We're creating a material. So as you go right click, and it should be in the four little iconed things. Is the material. You right click the content browser, and in the top four nodes, a little bit higher spiral, like the top. No, go a little bit left. A little bit left. Oh, it is okay. It is okay. Yeah, sorry. I was talking about that one there. Yeah, it is also in the material subs thing as well. But yeah, I was meaning the just a material. Cool. And you will name this proxy material. This is going to be the material for the proxy. So if you open this up, this by double clicking, you can dock it in the thing so you can properly see everything that's on the thing.
Dock it?
Is it opening?
Oh, is this how we custom make materials?
Yeah. Did you double click it, Spiral? Is it opening somewhere it shouldn't?
let me check. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Okay. It's just being weird. I don't know why it does that, but yeah, just you can dock in. So this is a material. This is what makes the things have the nice pretty colors and whatnot. There's loads of different aspects to this. We're not touching this that much, but it's good to familiarize yourself with like how to give things colors and whatnot. As an example, if you hold down 3 and then left click the back, the background.
Oh, here.
No, the actual event graph spiral. And next, you've created a 3 vector. You've created a vector here. If you grab the little white pin and plug that into the base color,
I love my purple.
Okay, so double click the black square, or just give it a bunch of random numbers. You can just change the color to whatever you want. That's a simple way of giving something. A good way to prototype and differentiate colors is just to do it this way. So that's what you do.
I'm gonna make it green, like me.
Nice. Okay, so we're having fun picking out colors.
I don't think the color's changing for me.
You have to actually hit OK first.
Okay.
Wait. Double click it. You could click it.
Clicking.
How peculiar.
Get rid of those numbers that you
Details
typed
cannot
in.
be shown. Substrate experimental is not enabled. Is this why?
What the heck? Substrate? What?
No, that
No,
shouldn't be
everyone
it, because
has
I have that
that.
too.
Yeah.
This funky little number is hooked up to base color. Yeah, you double click.
I think because you got those. Get rid of those numbers that are in that thing. Right? When you typed all those numbers. Zero it all out. And then try it.
That was it.
I don't know why it wouldn't change those as well. Okay, so this is how you use a vector to
shiny metal
do colors.
ball.
It's got hex code there as well, so if you have a specific hex code that you like, you can do hex code
Just
stuff.
be quick saying, getting a phone call.
Okay. How do I make it? How do I enable the metallic?
Okay, so you
can I just set a number?
Press 1, and then click the thing. And can you imagine what 2 would do?
Two of them.
Yeah.
Can I make 4? I can.
I don't know when you. I think they would cover the alpha as well. I think maybe.
Alpha.
So, when you're working with textures, say the program that I use is called Substance Painter. The way it saves space on like having so many different files is they will have a RGB individual color. It's for three different things, which would be ambient occlusion, roughness, and metallic. So because it only needs a black and white value, it treats each of the colors as the individual maps. So like you can take off of that red and plug it into the metallic. It would ignore all of the green or the blue of that texture image and only give the information of the red. It's fancy stuff to like basically optimize how many image files you have, but you only get access to as many channels as RGB and maybe alpha. I don't know if alpha would
No,
store
the
like that way.
Final Fantasy 14 uses that, and I could never understand how to get it to properly work.
Yeah, so
I'm not going to get a phone call again. It was a scam caller. Apparently, my immigration documents have something wrong with them, and I need to contact them immediately or I'll be deported. So I went through, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to talk to the person, and I got someone who is definitely not an Australian, going, oh, hello, we have these documents. So I put my megaphone over my phone and blasted the siren at full volume, which I've heard can actually potentially damage your eardrums really badly. And I never get a call back for another 2 years whenever I do this.
It's because they forget. They're like, oh, wait, don't call that person. They're going to blow out your eardrum. No,
That's
Tony,
funny.
don't do it. No, let Tony do it.
You
It'll be
called
funny.
who?
Like, boss, my eardrums got blown out. Can I have the day off? Like, fine.
Zero that
What?
roughness. You want a value of
Okay,
zero
just-
fade.
Wait, it should be a value of. Oh, it's just linked to the same thing as specular.
Yeah, if you want like a perfectly metallic object, you'll want that
Yeah.
roughness to hit 0.
Yeah, metallic goes. So it only goes to 0 and 1. It's a.
Oh.
So yeah, so you do a 0 for roughness and you do a 1 for metallic. If you wanted a pure
Yeah.
metal.
However,
You've
that being
currently got it
said,
set to 0.5. You've plugged into specular, not the roughness.
Yeah, I'm in specular. I just want to mess with specular first.
Okay. Yeah.
that being said, I will say that I don't think I've ever gotten like a fully metallic, fully like 0 value roughness thing to ever look quite right. They always look so strange.
That's why.
Case in point.
Yeah, you find the values that, like, I think they've got a material database of like what the different things are for like glass. Like there's a very specific set of numbers. If you want to make glass, you do it with these specific values, and that's how you do nice looking glass, and that's with refraction and all the fancy things. Okay. Yeah, this is the material editor.
Makes
Like
sense.
this is how you think. You're gonna want to get rid of all those though, because we're not gonna be using them for this specific thing. Because it might interfere. Well, I think we're about to lose them anyway. So if you click the proxy material thing itself, like the main node itself, no, the main thing. Do you want to? Sorry, Dix, do you want to click the thing? So.
I'm just trying to get rid of this one now. I don't want to color. I don't know how to get rid of.
Just Control Z.
There we go.
All that.
I found it.
Okay, so you've I've given a little bit of a brief overview of how in the bleed modes and metallic and all that jazz. What you're looking to do is click on the blend mode where it says opaque on the left side. On the left side down the bottom area, and you want to change that to translucent.
Translucent. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's back.
Me precious metals. No.
Like a gumball.
Yeah. I
Can I
already explained what I said I was going to explain there. So, right click the color node that you created, and you want to convert it to a parameter,
Right click.
and you want to call this color. Now,
with or without a U?
yeah, I was about to say which one of you is going to do it the right way. The right way.
I'm not going to pretend my way is the right way, but I'm going to stubbornly cling to it as my American forefathers would ask me to.
Just try to remember your
Could you pick
so,
me up so I can bite you?
the name of your parameters like this, you kind of have to keep memory of them. Like, it's not just something that you just, because you're eventually going to have to create a reference to it, but you have to name it the same way it's typed. So just remember what you've typed there, and how you spell things. And if you ever have errors, it's because you've probably misspelled things, like actually misspelled things, you know. But so that's created a parameter with that. We want to double click the color and change it to green. Sorry that you guys all love your colors, but we need a red and green. We do need a red and green.
I win.
Can I choose the type of green?
As long as it's green, we need it to be like a yes and a no. So we're doing red and green for the sake of the tutorial.
Oh, I think I know what we're doing. I think I understand where this is going to come into play.
You're good, Fade? You're finding your perfect green?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one works.
So you want to
little
plug
seafoam green, pretty.
Yeah.
you want to plug that into the emissive color.
Oh, this.
And the base color and the emissive color.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter for what I've done, apparently. I don't actually know why I've done translucent. Maybe we'll find out why I did translate. The other one, the other way to do it is with a unlit. So if you do the blend mode unlit, when it's unlit, it's not getting any sort of like lighting from the scene. It's just pure its color. So if you're ever working in an environment which doesn't have any sort of color, any sort of lighting, you'd use unlit textures as an example, because if you don't have any lights, it's not going to receive any information from the light. Therefore, it's just going to be a black object. That's just how the color works. Converted it. The very top press 1 and click the thing, and we want to plug that into the opacity. Alright. You want just in the background. Sorry. You want to hold down 1 and press the background. There you go, and you plug that into the opacity, and you want to change that value to.
I just
It's gone now.
Sure. Yeah.
Just type a value of 0.5, because we just want it to be slightly transparent and slightly visible, you know. Okay, apply and save.
I know what we're doing. I get it.
Apply.
And save. And you want to go back to the project instant. The content browser. And you are going to right click the material you just made and make a material instance. You're going to name that something. What are you naming it? You're naming it proxy material inst. It should, maybe it already has that. Maybe it
Proxy material what?
Instance. So inst.
Inst.
Yeah. Again, you'll find your naming conventions along the way. You want to open this. You'll see at the top thing it says parameters. At the top right, it says parameters, and it's got the global vector parameters. You want to expand the arrow, and then enable the color. And that's where your color is, and that's how you can change. So say the way that a lot of the times that you're doing things is you create a master material and then you create a child of that, so that you can use that child for other materials all around the place, and that's a good way to like do materials. It's how most people do it. They create the children, and use those instead of the master materials. You know, so that you can like, if you mess with the master, it's gonna mess with every single other one that might be following it. But if you just mess with the child ones, they're gonna like only affect the child ones that are use that material. Cool. Okay, so we checked and enabled it. That's good. Okay, we're good. Okay, back to content browsing. I just wanted to show you that where you change the color of that. Right click, blueprint class. You want a new actor. Right click the content browser.
The content browser.
Sorry, like the background of it. You know how you create. Yeah.
Here.
Blueprint class, and you want an actor. Actor name is going to be placeable proxy. And you want to open that. You can close any so you could probably close the materials tabs. Main UI, you can close that. Enemy interface, you can close that. Project settings, you can probably close that as well, just to free up your things. Keep an eye on that because it was getting crowded up there. Okay, so you want to add a static mesh component. So on the components with the add button, top left.
Top left. I see.
Yep. And you want to add a static mesh.
Static mesh.
Static mesh for props. Skeletal mesh are the ones that for you know, like characters that have a spine and bones and animations that you're gonna be playing off of that thing. But we're using static meshes because these don't have skeletons that we know of.
Bones.
There could be bones inside them. Who knows?
Could be.
Just a boneless mesh.
I like my mesh boneless. Left. What are we naming this? Did we name it anything? I don't think we named it. Just call it proxy mesh. I don't think I've named it. By saying that, I probably annoyed myself further on down the line, but whatever.
Call it Verhoegaards.
Yeah, it's for Gobagash. Navigate to the right side of the screen. So you want to look at the right side of the screen after clicking the proxy mesh, so that you can see all the things.
Clicking. Oh, okay.
Yep. And you want to, where it says static mesh and none, you want to type in SM _ chamfer cube. So in the none drop down thing, you want the SM chamfer thing. That's what I've picked as the first object. This is proxy choice number 1. In the location, where it's so you know how you use the arrows, you can just type in the numbers. So in the location on the translation, on the blue number, you want to type in 50. On the right side spiral. So see how they're all color coded? Those are the directions that that thing's gonna move if you change that number. So you want 50.
The axes.
Yeah.
Wait, blue is up? I thought green was up.
Depends on what game engine you're in.
Yep, depends on. No one likes to come up with a you know. This is why I hate ZBrush.
Okay.
This is why I'm bad at ZBrush. ZBrush is probably the worst
Maya.
one.
I use Maya and I use Unity in the past, and it's always X, Y, Z. In which X is red, Y is green, Z is blue, and Z is the backwards and forwards. Y is up and down, X is left to right. So this is gonna bug me.
According to what I have been told, Unity does it backwards from everybody else because they like to be special.
I've
Why do
always
they
wondered
go
if
back? It's always been the right way for me.
I've always wondered if it's
As a
because of
shrug.
some sort of like copyright or like some weird little like we don't want to be 100% copying them because
copyright on the Z.
yeah, you never know. Like with people like Nintendo, you never know who's got what
Yeah.
copyrighted.
That's true. Nintendo
Nintendo
did
is
just try
now-
to
Yeah, they
sue
copyrighted
Palworld
mounts.
for flying characters. Yeah, for flying mounts.
Yeah, I am.
This is the thing,
Highly
though. I
asked
just
by
want to
that.
bring up with what they've done is that apparently Nintendo said you are fine to use a glider, and you're allowed to have your creatures push you on the glider, but you can't ride on the back of your creature. And I'm like, Nintendo, you have more claim to the glider than you do a flying mount.
Yeah.
In all
Also,
actuality.
I don't even
But-
understand how I don't even understand how that would work out for them, because the Palworld devs could just point at Activision Blizzard and be like, World of Warcraft, shut up.
There's so many
Yeah.
examples. I don't get it.
But
Driving a harvest,
apparently
moving a vector.
Palworld put forward saying they are removing flying mounts, and they've apologized to their fan base for it. And I'm like, okay, so Nintendo may have won that one. They
I
didn't win
personally
the
think that
patch.
I think they're still
Yeah.
ongoing. They're just doing it to protect themselves for the time
Alright,
being, is what
that's
I've
fair.
heard. They just
I guess that makes sense.
yeah, if they've
Square Enix
received a
should really
cease and
buy
desist,
Pokemon.
they're just blighting it. They can just patch it in later. There were gliders before Zelda. Yeah, there's gliders before like so many like it's
100%.
crazy. Yeah. Someone was saying that it's the reasons are between the different things is drafting versus math, drafting a car versus moving a vector, is what he's saying. I don't. Nintendo should be yeah. There's differences because differences, I guess, on why the colors are different and all that jazz.
Like jazz.
Yeah, like jazz. Okay, so we do, so we don't want a collision for this thing. So you want to scroll a little bit down on the right side. Where you hit the collision section.
Collision.
Yep, you've got it. You've got it. So where it says block all dynamic, you just want to change that to no collision.
Block all dynamic.
Change it to no collisions. Because we don't need this thing to have. Because it's just the proxy. Gotta move around and whatnot. There probably is a way that you could actually use an overlap event with this, but the way that I've written it out is the way that I've written it out. Okay, so that's good. Back to the event graph. To the event graph for this one, because it's a new thing. Right click custom event. And you want to update prox. They call it update proxy.
I should have made my proxies all caps.
Hmm?
I'm just saying my proxies in all caps. I probably shouldn't have done that.
It's fine. Like it shouldn't
Update proxy.
be. Off of the event, switch on int. Switch on integer. So switch on int. It'd be a flow graph thing. There we go. Cool. This is like it's a very handy tool. I love the switch on int. This is how I handle all the changes of my hats. And whatnot. You want to what have I said here? Okay, right click off the custom, switch on int, add a pin until you have 0 to 4. Okay, so add pin, click the little add pin. This is an Unreal thing I still hate. Why is the add pin on the bottom? Why can't it be on the top so you can just go
I was about to comment on how obtuse that is.
Yeah, I don't get why, because you have to keep moving down. It's like it's my pet thing that I just hate. Okay, so off selection. Okay, off selection. Promote it to variable. You want to promote that to a variable.
To variable.
And you want to call that proxy choice.
Oh, I see. Proxy choice.
This
Cool.
is something I'm gonna need. So thank you
Yeah,
for
definitely.
teaching me something useful.
So everything else up to now hasn't been useful?
Oh, it has been, but I mean, like,
No, I'm just messing with you. Off of the one of the set on integer, you want to type in set static mesh, and it should eventually have, yes, it's got the proxy mesh already linked to it. Cool. God, I'm losing track of where, because this is a big section.
if it's a big section, could I quickly run to the bathroom?
Yeah, you can do it now real quick. It's not a big one, but like it's just I've written out a lot of different steps rather than doing it all online. We should do that real quick and get back to it. We can plan to Nintendo for a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's true. We can.
There's-
Nintendo, why are the people that buy your games better at keeping track of your games than you? It's kind of sad.
And the Switch too, and the prices and everything. It's like, I mean, I didn't expect it to be any cheaper like it than what it really is, to be honest. I mean, they have such a big foothold in the handheld market. Even when you compare it to like Steam Decks and ROG Allies, all those sorts of handhelds, they're still good, but they're still PCs. And like when they have just the families of like children that want to have just an easy device of open app sort of thing. Switch to just I would. I'm just even wondering if they'll have Switch to support in time.
Like, the thing that I dislike about the Switch 2 is Nintendo is saying, "Oh, we predict we're going to sell 15 million units before the year's end." But they've been caught out in the past with like Breath of the Wild, where they said, "Oh yeah, we've shipped out X million copies. It's the most popular game," and people point out going, "Hang on, shipped out does not mean sold. That's how like stores have the product on the shelves. That's shipped. That isn't sold products." And Nintendo got called out for it. So I'm actually curious. Are they hoping to have made and shipped out 15 million in a year, or actual numbers sold? Like, I'm keeping an eye on them.
It's said Nintendo accounts shipped as sold. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's deceiving.
Dumb.
Okay. We'll come back to Nintendo slander in a later because there's always something to slander them about,
No, that'll be on our podcast.
This is the Nintendo podcast. Welcome.
Immediate cease and desist.
Now, if I just add like
we'll just
hyphens
call
in between somewhere, like it's not the same. Something different.
No,
just
close
call
enough. They've
Yeah,
taken
it's
down
Indie
Mario
Does.
the store before Nintendo even
Jeez.
had a Mario.
Oh,
Jeez.
and we just call the podcast "Indie Does What Nintendo Don't," and everyone's like, "That."
Yeah. They did that for
Episode
the
1:
Wii and 3DS.
reasonably
Yeah, jeez.
priced games.
Okay. What were we up to? We were up to set it stack mesh. It's already connected, so we don't have to do that. Why did it go off thing? Connect. No, it's just if it didn't create the so if you just typed in set static mesh and it didn't give the target as well, you could just drag one on and connect the thing, but it already did it. So if in the future that happens, you know what to do. Off the static mesh, you want to set relative location. Yep, and you want to plug that target into the proxy. This is what I mean if it gives just a generic set relative location rather than one that's already got the pre you know how the static mesh came with one. Yeah, that's what kind of what I was talking about. You want to set that.
How do we do the thing where we add like a node just to neaten this up?
Double click it.
Get how to do that.
Double click the line.
Oh, of course. I pressed every combination I could think of, but not.
Double click the line to create a thing. And you want to set the Z to 50 because that's what we are setting the Z to. So if you can imagine, maybe you've got like a object that's slightly bigger than the other one, because this is our proxy. It's going to represent the different objects that you're selecting. So maybe one's a little bit higher or shorter. You can set both values at the same time, depending on when it needs to be changed. Cool. You want to copy those nodes and paste them 3 times down below and hook them up to 2, 3, and 4.
Okay. No space.
Like all 3 of the proxy mesh, the set static mesh, and relative location.
Yep. Just those 3.
Okay.
Reroute. But you might have to select the reroute as well.
Oh, yeah.
Unless it automatically adds it in. I'm not even sure. Yeah, you want at least 4 instances of this. Now you understand how I change my hats. This is how you change your hats. This is how Cool. Loving the feet. Feet getting all the redeems today. What have I got here? We are going to change. Does the set static mesh have a asset yet? No, it doesn't have an asset yet. So we're really individually picking those. So where it says select asset on the set static mesh, you can click that on just on the first top one where it says select asset for the new mesh. You've got all your different ones. Okay, so just type in chamfer. And you click that. And then we want the second one to be shape _cube. Shape_cube. Third one is shape sphere. And then shape cube.
Again?
Not a cylinder or something, so we don't have multiple cubes.
Shape cone is what I put down.
Ah.
I just said the wrong thing because I have small slime brain. So this is just so that what we chose doesn't actually mean that you could have done whatever objects. It's just these ones are pretty much the same size already. So I've only given you the ability to change the relative location. I don't think I've said it so that you actually have to change it. But yeah, I guess you'll see. Yeah, because it doesn't look like I said you have to change anything. Okay. Begin play. Find your begin play. If you don't already have one. It should be like the grayed out one.
Mine.
Just right click and begin play, and then it'll take you to it anyway. Okay, so we're at our begin plays. We are at our begin plays, so we will not off of that, not off of it, but near it. You want to get player character. This is the same thing we did in the UI. We want to off of that, you want to cast a third cast to player BP, not to third person character. We renamed it. It's player BP, but I just didn't write it down the same way, so it hasn't caught it this time when I replaced all the things. So it has to be off of the get player character, or
on the return value.
Yeah, off of the return value of that, you want to just get you want to cast to player BP, or you could just type in player BP, and it should show up. And yep, cool. Gucci. Then off of that, you just want to drag off of it, and there should be an option to promote the variable. The actual as player, sorry, off of the blue pin. And then you promote that to a variable. Cool. And then just hook that up to the begin play. Other side. Spiral. Yeah,
It doesn't have a next start.
It does. Sorry, no, not you next. Not I was saying other side to Spiral. You want it to be on the left side. And then plug that into
you
the.
connect this to.
Yes, sorry.
So I got confused because I was like, connect set.
So the triangle to the cast of the triangle cast.
Okay. That's what it is. Okay.
Get my head out. I'm sorry, Wakazuri. It's a lot for everyone to take in, but hopefully we're all good.
Us too.
There is a part 1 if you wanna go slower. I'll be making a part 2 if you want to go even slower than we are right now. So I'm definitely going to be making a video out of this for sure. Welcome on in and hope you're having a good day. I'm just trying to teach my friends here some game dev. And this section is a bit bitsy. Okay, we promoted by the tick. Okay, on the tick event, so there should be a tick. Right click tick, and it'll take you to the tick as well. The tick is the one that's constantly firing, so you always want to be careful with how you use your ticks.
The Unity update.
Should be an event
section.
tick.
Event tick. Okay.
Cool. You need to alt drag proxy choice onto the graph and then connect it to the tick. You wanna with your variable
proxy choice.
You're on the left side. You've got your variable, your proxy choice next. On the left side of in the variables. You want to alt and then drag it on, and it should give you a set. No. So yes. Spiral. On the left side with the proxy choice on the variable section. Yeah, you want to actually grab the from down. You want to hold alt, and then grab your proxy choice, and then drag it onto the thing. This is how you grab a set. So if you press Control, I think it just gives you a get. If you do an alt, it'll give you a set. Is how that works. And you are gonna hook the tick up to the proxy choice, with the little triangles, not the green parts. There are nodes that require you that like to use the delta seconds, but we're not doing that. You're good, Fade. Just the triangles.
Oh.
Yeah, I was saying not to use the
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Connect to the tick. Drag on pref, so grab your pref reference as well and drag it right before that stuff.
Ref.
P-ref. Oh, as player BP. I've got it down as pref because I guess I.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Alt or
just to control drag it. You can't set it, I don't think. So.
Okay.
my reference, my preference is to call it pref because it's the quickest thing I can type out, and when I'm naming it, so that's my habit. Drag off of that, and you want to get proxy current choice. This is the value that you named in your over on the player character, and you want to plug that into the set proxy choice. Is what I think. Yes, connect to the set. Yeah, connect. Cool. Gucci. Cool. Okay, done. Cool. Construction. So this is just so we name it over on the player. So like, say we're pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, it'll change the proxy current choice to 1, 2, 3, 4, and over on this proxy here, it'll update based off of what the player's proxy choice is. So it'll update that number, and now we're going to update the actual object itself. So we go to the construction script. It's the middle one between viewport and event graph.
Sorry,
you want good. You're just going to drag the static the proxy mesh onto there, so you're getting a reference from it from the components tab.
Give me a second. Someone's popping up.
Get set.
Get.
Get. Okay.
So so what we're doing right now is you could just do a set material in the event graph. This way is a little bit more it's creating a dynamic material instance. So we created the material instance before, but this is creating a dynamic one so that we can change that color value parameter that we set to something different. And that's what this part is about.
I just had my dinner delivered to me. I was like, I was gonna wait to eat.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so we got 3 minutes till ads. Drag that onto the thing. Okay, so off of that, off of the proxy mesh, you want to type in create dynamic material instance. So we can just type in
dynamic.
cool, and you want to hook those up with the triangles. Oh god, I can't stop Murray from talking randomly. And we want to change the source material to proxy material. You don't drag off of it next, you just type into it.
Inst or just normal?
Oh, right.
Just you want the inst version.
The inst, okay.
Yeah. And off of the return value of that, you want to promote to variable and name it proxy material inst ref.
Proxy material
You can
inst ref.
Cool.
Proxy.
Yeah, okay. I already I sort of explained it. Yeah, this is just to create the material that we change dynamically with the player. So, we need to be over by the player BP. We need to be back in the player. Okay, compile and save as well. Compile and save. Remember to compile and save. Yeah. the good stuff.
Private.
Because if you don't compile and save, there's a lot of times where you're gonna like go to the player BP and then type things in, and you're like, it's not there. Why isn't it showing up? Because it doesn't think it's already got it yet. It's got it. You got to compile and save to think it's so that it knows that it's got it.
Save what saved? Menu I save. Okay.
As a good rule of thumb, I guess, hit the file button and go save all just to make sure everything is saved, just in case. So if you go to the top left and
save all, I see.
Yeah, and you do save all, that means you've just got everything saved just to be safe. Because sometimes it doesn't do it for everything because it assumes maybe you don't want to save all sometimes, you know. There is there is a hotkey for it that it shows. So we're in our player BP. Yes. We want to go to our placing mode event, which I think let me double check. Placing mode event off of the A line. Yes. Okay. So we want to be on the placing mode event. So not the placing item. We want to be the one that we created before that, where it's got the flip flop. The flip flop. You want the flip flop of the thing, because at the very end of that, sorry that you guys are always having to like constantly move comment boxes around and everything, but yeah, good rule of thumb is leave just a lot of right space, so a lot of space to the right and down, because that's usually where you're headed, is right and down. That's
it's in my camera spot. As why I called it. Not placing it, that's why.
And we're on ads. If you wanted to have a little bit of your dinner there next, just if you wanted.
I got fried rice and chicken nibbles. The chicken nibbles is gonna be painful.
Nice. Messy. I had two burger with homemade patties.
I was also given a strawberry donut, so.
Dang, lucky. I had homemade burgers. I had I put chili and onions in it. It's really good.
Ooh.
Very much enjoyed it. That because we had two instances of fast food that I haven't had in a very long time, because I just don't go to fast food because fast food bleh in most cases. But we had McDonald's for my nephews, and I was like, this just feels like I could do so much better. It truly does. So that's why I ended up making my own burgers, because company called Waddy's, they make a burger sauce which is just the Big Mac sauce. it's just the Big Mac sauce. And it's just like, I have no need for a McDonald's Big Mac if you have that sauce. But yeah, then I also had KFC, and then it was the same sort of situation. I'm like, this just feels like regret. It's free spaghetti. Yes, it's lots of triple the spaghetti right now. We've got lots of spaghetti. Hello, Boom. Welcome on in.
Hi, Boom.
Having a good day. Boom is another UE vtuber.
I was watching a thing about McDonald's. And so the reason why people want McDonald's isn't because it's a good place to eat, as it's perfectly adequate. But you know it's always going to be adequate. Whereas you go somewhere else, like, it could be really great, or it could be really bad. And you got to do that gamble.
I heard another explanation.
As at the same time... Oh, yeah.
I heard another explanation from Nags, the YouTuber Nags. He explained it's more, I guess, about the memories than it is about the food. Like, you remember McDonald's as a kid, so like he connects it more to like the memories of McDonald's rather than actually the food itself.
The memories of the play place.
The golden arches.
The play place, the GameCube demo booths where they had Sonic Heroes and like custom Robo and shit.
They ended up having to remove the play place from the McDonald's because too many kids were getting on top of the play place where they shouldn't be able to get to, and it was going to cause accidents. I definitely wasn't one of those
This
kids
just
at
in.
all.
Children go where they're not supposed to. More at 11.
I'm the reason why they have a helmet rule at the local skate rink. I smacked my head so bad that from then on it was basically everyone had to have a helmet at that place.
Oh no.
Like, we have the playpen still, but it's like anywhere that they don't want you to go, like so you can't climb, is just completely fenced off, and kids still find a way to get back there. Like,
yeah,
it is something so small you could never even fit your arm through, and kids just go right in, and you're like, "Ow!"
Kids are crafty little creatures. You shouldn't
Life,
underestimate them.
Life finds a way.
Life finds a way.
Hello, farmer. Welcome on in. Yes, we fast food in most cases is pretty regret. Okay. Adds Gucci.
As well with the reason why you like McDonald's is because of the memories as a kid. I had the same theory about summer. The only reason people like summer is because it gives you thoughts of like summer break from school. It's like, no, summer sucks. No one actually likes it. Just like, yeah, time of school. Ah, we don't have that anymore.
Boom stealing all your guys' homework. Okay. So off of the A line of the placing mode event, we want to spawn actor from class. So off of the boolean there, the set boolean, the very end. No. So that's good. Spiral. Yep. You want to be at the top one. Yep. Good. Yep. Okay. Spawn actor from class.
Spawn actor from class.
Okay. Cool. Can you remember what would be possibly spawning?
We made an object.
A placeable proxy?
Placeable proxy. Okay, and
bite of dinner.
Wait.
Nice. And snag bites of dinner as you get as we go. Right click, transform, and split it to a struct. So where it says spawn, where it says spawn translation, you want to right or transform, I think it says. Split to struct instead. So split struct pin. Now you got all your different things. Which is Gucci. Off of the spawn transform location, you want to promote it to a variable.
Promote to variable.
All that proxy location. Off of return value of the spawn actor, promote to variable, and name it proxy placeable object.
Wait, what was the variable called?
Proxy placeable object. This is so we have an active reference to what our proxy is while we're messing with it. Because off of the B line of that thing, you want to just do off of the flip flop. You want to on the B line at the very end. You want to do a destroy actor. So off of this set, the actor, you want to do a destroy actor, and you want to drag placeable so you just get a variable of that placeable, a proxy placeable object. So from on the variables, you want to drag it onto the thing and get on the left side. Yep, and
on which one? Sorry,
the object reference, one that we just the proxy placeable object reference. Yep, the spiral the very last one, very last variable. Cool, and then drag that on, and then plug. Oh. Another one of the audio things that I can't change is a raid. Raid. Hello, hello. Does the music as created by Cthulhu Seeker. Hello, Slimadime. Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a good stream with the Minecraft. We're teaching spaghetti to 3 people right now. So, yeah, learning at your get learned. Get learned. I'm just teaching how to game dev. It's going well, right? We're learning. We're having fun. We're slandering Nintendo at the same time.
It's true, we are.
Yeah, it's. I'll zoom in a little bit easier so you can see. Like, I'm just explaining how we can do all the spaghetti to make it do things in Unreal Engine. Oh, good, Slime. You have a good rest of your day. Thank you for the raid. Students blink if you need help. That's a good thing. You can't see them blinking right now. Unless they create their notepads and create like a blinking emoji. Okay. We've got our destroy actor and we plugged our reference into it. So we want to plug the proxy placeable object into the target of the destroy actor. Cool. Just so that if we're not placing it or when we want to destroy it, we're just destroying it. So it's just gone. So if we want to destroy it. Oh yeah, he actually found a blink. He actually had a blink. A blink emoji. Jeez. God. Keep losing track. I look away for a second and it's just like I'll promote variable beeline destroy it. Placing item custom event. Okay, we want to be on the one that we created earlier, so we're done with that one. We're gonna go down a little bit towards the one that you created earlier, or wherever you've put it. So, make sure there's space. Off of the block hit, just or if you want to, you can press B and then just click with the left click, and it'll but you're looking to get a branch. So the hotkey is to do B and then just click the left background to do a branch, or you can just go off of blocking hit and type in branch. But yeah, there's a hotkey for branches because they're so very oftenly used. And this is just to say, okay, we've got a blocking hit. It's just a good check to add a branch there. Yes. Cool. Oh, what did I just do? Connect the execute. Cool. Alt left click drag the proxy location onto the okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yep. Just to get a set. Expand the break hit result. Sorry, no, like the on the break hit result there's the little
I see.
little triangle. Yep. You'll see that. The thing that I forgot to mention was to hook up the branch first. You want to hook the branch up with the executes. Sorry, because otherwise it won't fire through the branch. No. So you wanted to connect the triangles, the white triangles together, of the branch to the line trace by channel.
The line traced by channel.
Yeah, the one just to the left.
Yeah, the thing right before it.
So not the trail. Yeah, that side over to the line trace by channel. Yeah, cool. And so the thing that I was trying to I guess I didn't say to connect that beforehand. If you alt click dragged onto that location, it would automatically hook it up to the. I think it should hook up to the branch as well, or just hook up the proxy location anyway. Hello, Tox. Welcome on in. you want to connect the location, where it says location on the break hit result. You want to connect it to the vector of the one that you're just doing with the set. Why is feet camera redeem? I've been redeemed for a while. It's just the only one that's like less obtrusive than half of my redeems.
Why did you notice it?
So connect the true up to that set. So the executes the triangles. That's what they're called mostly. I believe that's what they're called. At least that's what I call them. It's called the execute. So these are the white triangle is an execution. It's executing the line. So as it's traveling it down the line, it's executing the nodes, and that's what it does. Here's what the people I do. Unless it's a boop or a head pat, they have to get around to those. One day.
You went for hit cam before those.
Of course.
I'm gonna be honest.
You're right.
Got shocked. I didn't think you said boop.
Oh.
It sounded like a P to me. Like, what are you offering?
Still no part redeem. Oh my god.
That's Dead Sun's bread and butter. I can't take it from him. He's the only VTuber with volumetric farts.
Oh no, it wasn't down there. I thought it was you used 2 B's.
No, I was trying. Salem was asking us, saying still no fart redeem.
Oh.
I get what you mean as well. Okay. We're all over the place, I think. T for teen. Post proxy location. Okay, I keep losing track of where we are.
You can highlight the last word, maybe.
Yeah. Connect, execute to the true line branch. Cool. After the set proxy location, set actor location. Plug the set proxy location into the new location. So after the set, just type in set actor location off of the execution. T for trauma. We'll do set actor location. Cool. And then you plug that into the proxy location. Cool. Left click and drag the proxy placeable object variable, so the reference, the blue one, into the target of the set actor location. So on the last variable that you created, drag it straight on. You can just drag it straight onto the actual target node pin itself, and it will automatically hook it up. So you don't have to worry about the object actor reference. Yep. Drag it and then drop it onto the target. The target self, where it says target self. Where it says target self on the left side.
Yep, target,
yeah.
Box self.
Yep, and it'll automatically hook it up for you. That's another small quality of life, so you don't have to like drag it onto the thing and then hook it up. If you know that it's going to go straight into it. Copy and paste proxy location underneath itself and connect it to the false. We just want it to be blank.
Why is this one so much bigger? I see why it's so much bigger.
Because it's not hooked up to anything.
And connected to the false, like this.
Yeah. So just copy that and then paste it on the thing, cook to the fog, and leave it all at zeros because we just want it to just basically not be able to do anything. We want it to it's just clearing it. So you're just trying to clear the variable to zeros so that you're not gonna, you don't have weird instances of placing things that you're not near them, you know? Breaking the game. You don't want to break the game. Leave blank. Okay. Just, you can go to the tick, or you can just find results tick. Probably the quicker way to find get to it. Why do you have an error? Compile. Click. So click on the spawn actor. Oh, did you not give it an act? So click on the spawn actor. So on the compiler results down the bottom, you've got an error. So click on this spawn actor where it's like underlined.
Oh, this? Okay.
Yeah, you didn't give it the name. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. You're gonna have to delete your set reference there. Delete it.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to, because at the moment you've just got an actor reference. We're wanting a placeable proxy reference, so you'll have to delete that. So on the you have to delete. Okay. In your variables.
In my variables.
Yep, down the bottom, you're gonna have to go where it says actor on the little blue symbol. Down a little bit further. Yep.
This?
Click that. Yep.
Mm.
And then you're gonna type in placeable proxy. You need the full placeable proxy. Yeah. So yep, and then you're gonna change variable type. It's gonna do some things because it's trying to like fix the references.
Okay.
And you can close that. It's done its thing.
Okay.
So where it says spawn actor, you want to go select class. Select class.
On actor select class.
Yeah.
Yes.
And type in placeable proxy. Cool. And then you wanna with that reference that you the variable you created, grab it and then drag it onto the return value. Yeah. And then it automatically hooks it up. Okay. Now you're gonna hit compile again because you're probably still gonna have errors. Maybe?
Yep.
Okay, no, scroll. Go to the. Okay, no, okay, never mind. You don't have any errors. Cool, because it was just a. Sometimes you'll have errors where like when you change a variable, it'll create like a red line of text where you have to like move some pins around and like fix some things. It can happen. But yeah, the reason why you had to delete it first because it was a generic actor. You probably didn't actually. It's fixed. It's fixed. Okay. I definitely wasn't just buying some time for Nix to have some dinner. Okay. Keep going away from this thing and I forget where we're at. Left click track. What? Yeah. Wait, go around.
You got it.
We're on the okay, player BP. Off the block hit, connect to execute. Alt click, drag, okay. Okay, tick. Event tick. We're on to the event tick. Right? We're at the event tick. Okay. Okay, we're at the event tick. Did you find the edit tick? Cool. You want to create off of the event tick. You want to create a sequence. So like where it's got a line, just drag off of that, and you need to go by tick. Tick. Yeah.
Yeah. Do I need to make a new one?
No, you need to, you can only have one, so you have to go to. You can type an event tick and it'll take you to it, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You need a sequence off of the thing that's already there, so that you've already got something there. With the line with the execute, so just drag off of that execution, and just type in sequence. Spaghetti, all covered in cheese.
I lost my poor meat and somebody sneezed.
Okay, so don't try to clean it up too much because we're still going to be doing quite a bit.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
Okay, so just try to keep things spaced out so that you don't have to worry about it at the moment. You can always come back to them and clean them up. You can even change the execution if you want to, like, because the way the sequence is working is as it says. It's doing these things together. Or I guess it is technically doing it in a sequence, but because it's a tick, it's going every frame, so it's going through bam, 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 so fast that it's technically just both of these things are going at the same speed, effectively. Off of the then one, you want to do a branch. You can either do what you can do is just drag event tick somewhere else, like
Event
upwards.
tick. It's kind of already outwards as much as it'll. Actually, if I just put it here, and then you go here, and you go here. Oh, it's just
Okay.
more curves.
So for your case, okay, your case, grab
Mhm.
the then 0, the very start line of it, and put it into the then 1. Sorry, control grab it.
Oh, wait, control. Like
Yep,
this?
so that, yep, and then put it into the then 1. Let's just straight into the then 1.
Or
Okay. 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 Just yeah,
this.
yeah, like that. Yes, like that. You're wanting to do that.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Then move that branch upwards and off of that entire section. Get it out of speed. There you go. And then you can connect the then 0 up to that branch. There you go. And then you can move whatever health elsewhere as well. But yeah. That'd be for your
And
your
now I
case,
can turn this into placeable, essentially, this section up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, you can turn it into a
Okay.
placeable section. Yeah. You could do probably the same as well, Carl, if you wanted. Or you're doing. Or you can just drag that branch all the way down as well. Like off of outside of accelerated movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just start as cool. Yeah. Yeah. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. Fun spaghetti. Okay. Oh, gosh. Gosh. You wanna, for that branch, you wanna grab. So you just in our variables, you've got the in placing mode question mark. You just wanna drag it on top of the condition. On top of the
yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
Oh, I see.
You
So
see,
here,
yep, onto there. Yep, straight onto it. Then you don't have to worry about getting or setting. You're just chucking it straight onto there. That way, it'll be a. If it's on the left side, it'll be a get. If it's on the right side, it'll probably be a set, depending on the situation. Like if you dragged it onto the true, it'd probably give you a set. So, yeah. Okay, so this is to check if it's in placing mode. Okay. Why do I do anything but not explain myself? I've said to do this, but then I've dragged the in placing mode boolean onto the condition. I've done that. Off the event tick. Is this something we come back to? I don't know why I've said that there. Like it's a very weird place to put it, but apparently I just stopped there for that part. Apparently we're coming back to that. Okay, pass me. Keep in mind it's been like a month or so since I've actually looked at this again as well.
It's all good.
Okay, so we're going to the event graph of the placeable proxy BP. So the placeable proxy.
Here.
Yeah, so you want to be on the event graph next. You're
I
on the
was
right
just-
thing. Just you want to be on the
I
event
can
graph.
go back to compile and save.
Okay, fair. Yeah, okay, yeah. Compiling and saving as always. Make sure everything's compiled and saved. You guys either check out Boom stream for some advanced speed. Yeah, Boom is another Unreal Engine VTuber and Unreal Engine user, and they have I really love their hair. They use particle hair stuff. I tried to look at particle here in yes, go to Boom's thing and screenshot their spaghetti.
I
Get
watched
revenge.
Boom do some of it, and it's interesting to watch, but at the same time, I do not understand what Boom's doing.
I tried to use particle hair particles, but for my testing with it, I didn't do it well enough for the new the new humanoid model, so I scrapped that plan. But maybe I'll revisit it. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Yeah. Okay. We're in the place. Okay. remember to highlight what we're on. Off the event tick, do a box trace by channel. So
Off the event tick.
So off the very end of it, not the actual event tick itself, off the
see.
execution of it.
Box
So
trace.
after the proxy choice. After the proxy choice.
What is it? Box choice?
You're doing a box trace by channel.
Okay. Oh god.
Yeah. It's a big one. It's a big one.
It's big.
Okay. Good. Good. You want to give yourself more space there, Spiral. We're doing math again. So drag a little bit more to the right. Okay.
Slime brought us here to do math.
Sorry.
Oh,
where it says default scene root in the components tab.
Oh,
in the components to the top left. Yep, you want to grab that and drag that onto the thing for a reference.
Okay.
Get a refund for this class, have to do math. No refunds allowed.
My refund!
No money back guarantee.
My guarantee!
Off of this, off of that, get world location and get up vector. So you want two things. You want to get world location, and you also want to get up vector. Two gets off of that one. This
Get what?
math. Get up vector.
Up vector.
Yeah. Cool. Off of the get world location, you want an add node.
Add.
And you connect that to the start. God, this is the part of the tutorial where I really started to abbreviate things because it just says add node, connect to start, split B value, off Z, promote, name it proximate height. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So connect to the start and then split the value of the B value, which is the B value. Have you done you've got the wrong add.
I have the wrong add.
Yeah, you've got the wrong add. You want the operator add.
Ah, see.
Yeah, operator. And you want to split the. So if you right click the B pin, the B part, the actual like little yellow circle of the, not the on the left side.
On the left side.
Yep, on the left side, but on the B part, you want to split struct pin. Cool. When we got a bunch of green stuff. Cool. Off of the Z, so the very last one, you want to promote that to a variable. And you're going to name that proxy min height. This is where I say, can't believe this entire section was basically its own thing. It's like I know it was gonna be a demon to get through this because of its bitsiness, but yeah, it's we haven't been able to test this a whole lot because we have to set things up before we can really play test it and show it off. Compile, save, and change that proxy min value to 15. Why to 15? Past me knows. Current me doesn't.
Did past you mean to say 50?
Well, I apparently put 15. Thank you for the follow. The first protagonist. Welcome on in. For some reason I put 15. I don't know why it wouldn't. I'm trying to think why it would be 15. I think this is... No, so this isn't about the height of the actual object. This is, I think, about just looking for things upwards anyway. It's okay. Ask me no wise. It's 15. We'll leave it at 15 for now.
15.
Yes. Off the get up actor, you want to do a multiply. So you want to put that underneath fade. You want your up vector to be underneath.
This is get up. Oh, underneath.
Yeah, so move that other one.
Okay, rotate them. Rotate them.
You want
And
to multiply, which you can use just asterisk as well as just typing out multiply. Off of. Wait. What have I said here? Off of that add node. I didn't say to add an add node there. What am I done? What have I done?
Or is it the add node above?
I think I've said to connect the add.
Down?
I think I've said to connect the multiply of. Yeah, connect the add of that top one, so the yellow one, to the B pin of the multiply. Yeah, help the class boost. Helpful tips is to always keep your receipts. You can get refunds on your spaghetti. So fade, yes, you've got it.
Okay.
Next has got it. Yep, spiral straight into the B pin. And then you plug that into the end node. I think. Okay, get. Yes, add simulate all physics to turn. Just rumple into the ground. Connect to get world location. Okay. Hang on. Get off the get up vector, multiply. Off that. Okay, okay. Off of the multiply, you want it. Okay. Yeah, it's fine, but off of the multiply, you want to do an add node. Sorry. Yeah. So in between the. No. That everything's fine as it is. Just off of the multipliers right side, you want to do an add, and then plug that into the end. Murder past me. And I'm gonna make a time machine just to go back and murder past me. Time paradox, be damned. Okay. Spiral up to the end part. Go and fade up to the end part. Yep.
Should I be unplugging multiply from end?
No. That's fine. Everything's fine. Just it'll replace it. It'll replace it.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Right click and change the B value to a single float position. So you want to where it says two float, or you want to do a two float single position.
I have double. Is there more options?
I
only have double.
I said double.
So when you right click and it lost me out. We were doing material stuff. So really, this doesn't. I mean, multiply off of the multiply. We do an add node. Connect the end. Connect the get world location to the B value. Oh, okay, that's where I went wrong. The multiply disconnect the multiply by pressing Alt and clicking the multiplier's B pin. No. All three of you did things the wrong thing. Each did a wrong thing. A separate wrong thing. With the multiplier. So with the multiplier, the X on the left side on the bottom part, Alt left click it. So it disconnects it. Cool.
Okay.
You want to plug the add node. Oh, sorry, the first add node. the top one into the second add node. And that's good. Now you change the B pin of the multiply. Okay, no. Spiral. You change the A part. You want to plug the yep. You want to try the first add node. The top one.
Give me a second.
Oh.
What am I doing?
Okay.
Sorry, my brain just went.
You're fine, Nix. I'm just trying to help Spiral. Spiral. You want to grab the yellow right side, right side, and then plug that into the B pin on the add node there. Yep. Cool. We're getting there. Right click and change the multiply B pin to a single float precision. That's why it didn't have. There we go. We got there. God. Oh god. Past me is confusing me. Vector calculation can be tricky. Super spaghetti. Yeah. I should have reviewed my notes. I should have reviewed this again. Okay, we're there. Off of that single float precision, make it a variable.
Up to variable.
And we're gonna name that one proxy max height.
Should this be 50? What's our value?
This is the 51.
This is the 50.
No, it's the 90
No?
one. It's 90.
90.
I think this is just more about checking for clearance in general, more than the 50 part, I think, is what it is. Can't learn spaghetti. The teacher had the jiggle physics. We always need jiggle physics.
They'll be turned
Oh
down
god!
in pod.
Oh! I saw that in ZZZ. Apparently the cats have jiggle physics. Because they aren't neutered, they have jiggle physics.
What?
Cat balls. Apparently the cat...
so like Red Dead Redemption 2 with the horse balls. Got it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I just saw it recently. That's my memory of that. God.
Dear God.
But okay. Off of the half, so on the box trace, you want to promote that to a variable, the half size. So you want to make that into a variable. Versus half size. We got a variable. And name it proxy size.
That proxy half size.
Proxy half size. Yeah. It's just this is just how big the object is, and you want to declare how big it is when you're doing this. I think we change it later on, but just do 25, 25, 25. I think we change it anyway. This is yeah. This is sure is something. So off of the out hit of the thing, you wanna, so just to check we haven't got any alls. You want to do a break hit result. I just typed break. I hate myself. And press B for a branch, and then yeah, so B for a branch, and then connect the execute to the blocking hit, to the execute and the blocking hit to the condition. A branch next.
Past slime is in so much trouble.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put them in detention. So yeah, the blocking hit goes into the condition, and then the execute goes to the execute. The triangles to the triangles. Okay. Good. Time for a new variable. We want a new variable, and it's a Boolean variable. Remember how to create the variables. Cool. And we're naming it can place ? You want to drag that onto the true and false of the branch.
And
drag it onto both.
false.
Yep, you want on both. And you want to check the false one. Oh, you need two different ones. Fade.
Oh, you want 2 ones, I see.
Yeah. Because you want to check the bottom one, because you've if you've got a blocking hit, that means you can't place. So when it's not got a blocking hit, it's going to report as false. Therefore, you can place. That's the reasoning behind this. Off of the wait, what? Drag the proxy material inst reference. So the proxy material inst reference is a little bit up in the variables. A little bit up in the variables tab. It's a blue one.
Give me a quick moment if that's alright. Just using
Good.
a wet wipe on my hands.
All good. Just chicken nibbles. Yeah, you want that one, Spiral?
Yeah, I was on the last one, and it was too much to be able to break with my teeth. So I'm like, well, with a fork. It's like, all right, I need to hold on to this thing. And yeah, got chicken juice down my fingers and whatnot. And I'm glad I bought disinfectant wipes now because it's the only form of water and soap I've got in here. I got bottles of water. I can. Apologies. I know I'm holding up class a little bit. I've become the student
You
I hate.
You want to get it, Fade. You want to get, so just drag on the thing and get.
Wait.
Just drag into the
Drag
background.
it?
Yeah, just into the background.
Oh,
Just
drag it.
drop. Yeah. To get.
Where would I put it into, or later?
It'll be after that point. It'll be after all that stuff. I'm is handling this with grace. Not so. Current me is mad at past me, but also future me is going to be mad at current and past me for making a big spaghetti mess of this.
Editing.
I'm gonna have to edit this spot and like I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be like going through like, okay, this is the point I was at where I actually just described the right thing. No, okay, no, this point I'm just gonna be going along like cutting it up bit by bit and just okay, so where we got the things. Off of off this, set vector parameter value. So
What?
set vector parameter value. So remember how we in the construction script we created that dynamic material? This is what we're doing here, where we're dynamicing it. In which case we want to copy and paste the set value thing underneath itself. So so we have 2 of them. We want 2 of them. And then you want to connect the targets, make sure the targets are connected. And then you connect the executes to the executes of each one. So Spiral, you want to put that right after all of that. And then next. So and on the true and a false. And for the bottom one, where it says value. Oh, yeah, Spiral. Good. You're having some weird selection issues I've been noticing. Spiral, I know.
Yeah, it's mostly because my mouse is old.
So yeah, just connect those up, and you want on the value, just double click it, and you want to change that to green. Green.
For both?
The top one needs to be red. Because this is your yes and no. You know how I said for the green earlier, it was a yes and no. This is like is there a blocking hit? Yes. Then it red. If it's green, yeah. So the bottom one needs to be green as well. Okay. you should have done this before you copied it, but I forgot to say you want to add the actual parameter name. But what we could do is drag off of that. So this is another trick you can do, is you drag off of the parameter value and you want to make literal name. So this isn't creating a variable, it's just creating a direct variable that you can plug into both of them, and only have to change the one value whenever you want to change both values. So you want to plug the return value into both sections of each thing, and then you want to name that value color, however you spell color. Oh, you don't need to you don't need to promote it to a variable. Fade.
Can I
just name it color without the none. You just make sure it's okay. Cool. Color in the parameter on the true line of the branch and double make it grid. Cool. Whew. That's another section down. Okay. Unfortunately, we're still not at the point where I can show like a playtest of this. We're a little bit from the playtesting part of this.
How many minutes would you put that in?
It says 11 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 12 minutes. So yeah, 12, 5, 10, 20, 26 minutes.
So about another hour and a half.
Maybe. If we speed run it, it'll be okay, right? Okay, so we did that. We actually yeah. The hold up there was just me misinterpreting myself.
Oh no, good.
It was no one else's fault other than my own there.
I'm just remembering last time. It's like, oh, this part's gonna take us 5 minutes, and it's been like an hour. It's like, oh.
Yeah, compile and save. Just we're safe. We're safe. Okay. Project settings, inputs. So we're going back to project settings. I told you to close it for no reason. Ah, bad teacher, bad. Edit, project settings.
edit? Okay.
And then scroll down for input if you can't see it. You want to create a new action mapping, and you want to name that cycle objects. And you want to give it a key of G, probably. So you got to expand the arrow to see the things.
Okay. Oh.
G.
I do the same. It's like I'm clicking, going, nothing's happening.
It's a little weird that they don't immediately open it, but I guess
like pop it up because you pressed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Weird UE stuff. So that's all good there. Go back to the player BP. So we can right click the event graph and click cycle up to type cycle objects. It should be an action event.
Wherever.
Anyway. Where it's put doesn't. Maybe keep it by wherever your item stuff is, just so you're safe. But yeah, keep the action input by wherever the your item stuff is. So you're keeping all your item stuff in the same section. Again, I for some reason past me told you guys to put that into place, the branch there, but didn't go any further.
I'm just doing a vertical thing.
Yeah, that is a good way to do it.
Oh wait, the branch from up above. Oh. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where you mentioned that with the branch.
The branch was at the tick. Don't worry about that right now. I think pass. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to HR about pass asylum.
Can we vote out pass asylum?
Yeah, pass asylum is voted off the island. Right. Drag the proxy current choice onto the graph. It's a get. It's a get. Apparently, I didn't tell. Yeah, it's a get.
That's
Asylum.
the right slide. That's the right side, slime.
I'm sorry. Off of the proxy current choice, you want an add node, and change it to +1, and then you want to get the set version of the current choice.
Wait. Off of.
So get a set. You want to get a set version of that of the current proxy current choice.
Okay.
Yep, and then you want to plug that into the add node, and then give it a value. Or give the no wrong side. You want to because you're just trying to add. You're getting the proxy. You're getting the number. You're adding 1, and then you're telling the thing to set it as that number. Is what this
Okay, so
what you're
this
doing.
should
This.
just be what?
Yep. Cool. And then connect the pressed to the set. When do we learn about publishing survival crafting games without optimization? Well, I think they have a blueprint. I think there's a blueprint you can buy for that. You can just buy a crafting blueprint entire game mode that you can get. There's so many things on the UE marketplace. I don't know about optimization, but I'm sure who knows if it's optimized or not. Sometimes the things that are put on there shouldn't be put on there.
One of the things that I feel sad about knowing about the asset stores and whatnot is for my latest VTuber, I'm like, oh, I need to fix the cell shading because this is wrong and this is wrong. I'm trying to look it up online. Everyone's like, get this bundle. This package is the best one of them. Oh, you can do so much with this. Bought it. It cost me 30 as Aussie bucks. It's worse than the free one I had. This is
Jeez.
garbage.
Ask me before you buy things, and I can help you out in the future.
As for life, I only use Unity. I got a free package I can share with you. Wink, wink.
If only I enjoyed Unity enough to want to use Unity. I don't like Unity. It's a shame that it's part of the VRM process. Is legal asset. Ooh. The good thing about you keep in mind that like every month Unreal Engine gives away free assets that usually cost something. So keep an eye on that, and like you can just go and like nab free stuff. And I got thousands of dollars worth of just free stuff over the years just from like getting these free stuff. It's very very much, they give a lot away. So if you need stuff for just prototyping, they give quite a bit away, and there's a lot of free stuff there as well. Is cool. Thank you, Nick. Show me the spaghetti. There's plenty of spaghetti there. Lots of spaghetti already. Okay. Off the add node, chain one. Off the get. Okay, off of the get proxy choice, you want to get an equals node. It'll be like a red boolean kind of thing. And you want to give that a value of 4. And then you want to do a branch node after that. Okay. Yep, okay. Pass me.
But I was doing
wrong.
it. Yeah, I thought I was doing it wrong, but I just looked at everyone else's and they're doing the same thing as me, so I'm doing it right.
Okay. So, Spyro, you want to connect the red to the condition. And you don't want to connect the set up to the pressed. I said that wrong. You want to connect the branch to the pressed instead. And you want the set current choice proxy to be connecting to the false. Meow.
Thank you, Topaz.
How do I?
So on the false,
how do
you
I
want to
delete?
connect.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just my brain just. So press goes to the branch.
Yeah, to the branch. and then you want to
And the
move this
false-
set. Yep, yep.
That's what
False
it says.
connects to the set, so the set needs to be after the false. Yes. Topaz.
That's my son.
So yeah,
So you
connect
said
the
the set needs to be after the false?
Yeah, and you want to connect the false to the set. Cool. Because this is checking to see if it's 4, if that value is 4, and if it is 4, we look at the tutorial to see what we're up to again. You want to copy the set proxy current choice and just paste it and connect it to the true without connecting to anything else. Yeah. So Spiral, you want to not the get. You want to get the set. You want to copy the set. Yeah, you want to do it like that up. And you, I believe, change the value to 1. That 1.
Not 0.
It's 1. Because we only use 1, 2, 3, and 4. We don't use 0.
Oh.
I don't like using zeros when we do the switch to ints, unless I really have to. And there's an ad.
I like
Okay.
0. Ad break.
There's an ad.
Time to eat.
There's an ad.
Aw. My dinner's gone.
What about second dinner?
I do have the donut, but it's for after I have a shower.
Your willpower is strong. Yes. We should be able to get to the a playtest point of this. It's. I don't think we'll finish. Oh. Maybe we can finish the this section, and then we'll be on to the wall ride stuff maybe another time. Third lesson. Third lesson.
This is okay.
Yeah.
I do not mind.
So anyway, back to rubbishing Nintendo.
not.
Remember
Yeah.
Labo? Whatever happened to Labo?
Labo? Oh, Labo. Yeah, they did initiate that and then just kind of like one and done it.
I don't think I knew anyone who actually bought it.
I saw YouTubers play around with it. That's about it. I never never got it myself. Never knew. I don't know many people around me who would buy it, but I don't know. It's not my cup of tea, but it had. I guess it had its place for sure for people that were interested in physical things. Like, there's always been weird controllers for like a lot of things. You know, like I mean, if you look at like the setups you can have with like truck sims and airplane sims and whatnot, and all that jazz. So people that like gadgets and whatnot will probably enjoy stuff like Labo rather than just being handed a controller. I mean, that's why people like VR as well, I guess, as well. Just you can actually be in the thing a little bit more immersive,
This is
Wish
so
I'd-
unfair.
Wish I had more space in my office so I could have a VR headset.
Yeah, I haven't got a lot of room. I can only do like very limited VR stuff. I played I played Half-Life Alyx a little while ago in VR, and it was fun, but the VOD and the stream was kind of doo-doo because my mic wasn't properly picking me up because I wasn't using. I've switched it so that the Oculus can be picked up by the OBS now, but it was causing an issue where you just hear and all my good banger jokes were just completely missed. I was very sad at that. I'll get back to that game at some point.
I have a very unusual VR play space. It's very long. I don't have another spot to place my bed that works with the electrical outlets in this room. I'm looking forward to moving. Then I'll actually have like a proper space for it.
I'd love
An
a-
extension lead and then a power board. That's what I used
Oh
to
God,
do.
with the ancient wiring in this place, I don't know if that would be a wise call.
I've already had I'm in like a cabin area in the backyard, so I'm basically on the connection of a caravan power plug. This is what I'm effectively connected by, and
That's
I've
what
only
I
ever tripped
have
it
for my
once.
setup.
Yeah, I've only ever tripped it once
So,
because I used my microwave weirdly. No, I
well,
used my kettle.
I had a microwave and kettle in here. I just got rid of them because I'm not using them. But I've now got 2 computers in here, a game PC and a stream PC, 3 monitors. I've got a mini fridge, a foot pedal, 2 fans, an aircon.
Jeez.
I got a lot. Oh, and I also have my PS5 plugged in. I think my Nintendo Switch and possibly Xbox One. And this is all on a caravan plug as well. Surprised it hasn't failed.
We're pushing the limits. We are. Okay. We are up to. I zoomed around, so I've lost where I've actually legitimately lost it this time. We did that. No action. Okay, change the value to 1. We changed the value to 1. Okay, we're all set on that. You want to go by the movement input. Where so you need to go up a little bit, or you can type in movement. I think it should take you to where it is. Add movement input and just go to the very beginning of that entire line. Yeah, it's been commented. So yeah.
Down here.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, either one. Next, I think, yeah, and then just go to the very start. Because you want to add a branch in between those ones. So you just want to make some space and then put a branch on the triggered part.
Oh.
It has to be in the it has to be in there, so you're gonna have to move things around, unfortunately. Or you can move the red thing out to the left a little bit more instead of having to move every other node. So
No, that
yeah.
won't be lined up. Branch it is. From triggers, right?
Yeah, off of that, you want to do a branch. And you want to control left click drag the triggered line. Wait, what? Hang on.
Okay, where do we want to put the branch?
Okay. You want to connect the false to the rest of that line. So the false of you want to put the branch in between the triggered and the add movement input. So just press B and then click. Oh, what happened there? Magic. And, press B and then click. And then you want to connect the triggered to the branch. And then the false to the add movement input.
The false to the so not the true anymore.
Yeah, so you want, because this is a condition we're checking to see if we're in placing mode. So yeah. Spaghetti. Control left click.
Chocolate and cheese.
We are all in the relative same spot. Drag the get in placing mode into the branch condition. So the variable on the left side, you want to get the in placing mode condition boolean and drag it into the condition of that branch.
Wait, again?
So on the left side, where in your variables. In your variables,
side, yes.
Yep, grab that and then just chuck it onto the condition.
The true?
Onto the condition.
Oh no, the condition. Okay.
Condition, because this is checking for if we are in placing mode. Because the idea is we don't want the character to be able to. This is if you don't want the character to be moving around in placing mode. So you want them to stand there and be placing something. Ignore this if you don't care about that, but this is a bit of a check to just avoid being able to move around.
Good to learn it.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, select them. Select both the in-placing mode and the branch, and you want to right-click them and collapse it to a macro. And you want to name that. Are we in placing mode? Oh, yeah. So if you're looking where to name it, you can check on the left side where it's on the left
Don't
side
worry
under
about it.
macros in the middle part.
Macros, new macro. Rename.
Yeah, you can rename to Are we in placing mode?
We in.
Cool. The reason why we're doing this is because there's going to be places where we want to use this elsewhere, I believe.
So a macro, I'm guessing, just to reconfirm from last time, is just so that way we can have a full script or blueprint without filling up
Yeah.
this. So it's not going to be as messy.
Yes. It just collapses down. There's functions and then there's macros. I usually use macros more because I just do. But the macro is a macro doesn't need an execute. It can do like, you know how we did the get up vector, all that, and the get world thing. How all of it was just like string, like just little nodes, but there was no execution to those. You can basically get all that, collapse it to a macro, then you can later use that as a macro elsewhere, but you don't have to have any sort of execution in it. It just does the math and spits it into whatever node it needs to. But if you're using a function still needs a input execution to be fired. Like that's the biggest difference I know from it. I don't know the full difference between functions and macros, but I use macros more than I use functions because the macros kind of almost do what the functions do anyway. So I use macros.
So it's like just in my brain, it's like, all right, well, we have the event text, and then you put it onto the sequence. Yeah, instead of if you need a lot of things being checked every second, which is very bad to do, obviously, you could just have each one of these in their own macro. Be like then 0, then 1, then 2 is like macro. So that way you're not having to look all over the place.
You can either macro it, or you could just make a custom event, plug that into wherever it is, and then just pull that custom event off of the sequence of that tick. So 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's just however you have preference for it, It's just it's a good way to clean things up. Okay, what did I say here? Select Boolean and collapse and back. Disconnect the false. Then drag. Okay, so back into that little macro that we made.
Oh, okay.
Just double click to go into it. You want to disconnect it with is it Alt or Control? Alt and click it to disconnect it. Then grab it and then drag it back onto the outputs. But only onto the actual outputs itself, not onto the else part. Because you want to make a new pin. Yeah, so anytime you want, so as an example, grab the in placing mode part and drag that onto the outputs as well. Anytime you're trying to, add a new output, you can just drag it onto things like that, and it'll just add the node depending on what input it is. But you don't need to do that. It's just a thing. And yeah, pure functions is like a macro in a sense. Yes. 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 I don't think I've ever used pure functions, but it sounds like yes. But okay. It's okay. And then You want to go back to that movement input just to make sure we've got the right things connected, because you want it to be on the false part. So you need to disconnect it and add it to that. Yes, the spaghetti. There's many different ways to cook your spaghetti. You can control and move it over, Carl. The false part. Cool. What? No, I'm not. I ignore that. Don't need to worry about that. But okay, make sure the line is connected. Yep. Copy and paste this macro and put it to the jump as well. So you want to take this macro and put it where the jump is as well. The jump should just be underneath. Just be underneath there. And you want to put it in between the jump part. Because you don't want to be moving or you don't want to be jumping while you're in placing mode. And it wants to be on the false, not the else part. Cool. And also by the attack input.
Wait, is mine right?
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be in this. It seems worse than Blender nodes. I don't know Blender nodes enough to know that. I've only used them like when I've been like following a tutorial on how to like do something. Never actively like explored them myself. You get comfortable with it over time, and when you don't have past yourself screwing yourself over. Okay, we are all good, and we did it on the attack one as well. Nix.
Oh, on the attack. I didn't.
Yeah, we did one on the attack one as well. Just because but on the attack one we actually have a purpose for it being there, because the attack will then become the actual placement, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. At the end of the so go to the placing mode event. So we go back to the placing mode. I think it should be the one that has the spawn actor from class part. You've gone past the spirals. I think we'll go to the very end of that. You can have to move more stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's
If you're placing swap the one with the cameras.
The
one with the cameras.
Yeah. The placing mode is the camera one.
Okay, so placing mode, I had it then change to placing swap. I'm just going to call it placing mode so that I know what you're talking about.
So at the very end of that, you want to drag the character mesh onto the graph, which is in the components tab. It should have character mesh. Or just mesh, character mesh. It is also just, it is kind of worse because this is very finicky stuff that we haven't, there's been no playtesting of it, so everyone's just kind of following along, and I can't really say you can test this now. In the previous ones, there was a lot of testing. There hasn't been a lot of testing this one, unfortunately, because of my mistakes with
Everyone's works without a hitch. I'll redeem another peak cam. That's my reward for you all.
I'll have to create an infinite feet cam redeem as an apology.
Just have them rain from the sky.
No, I'm gonna replace everything else just with a feet cam. Just no gameplay, no nothing else, just feet.
Every asset is now feet cam. That's like some cruelty squad shit.
Okay,
I wonder, is there such thing as a foot VTuber? Like,
Get away from
they're
yeah.
just a foot?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
seen it. Unfortunately.
Okay, that's haunting. I wish I didn't ask.
The
There's
reason why
a
I
pre-made.
yeah, go on. Go on, Fade.
There's a pre-made for it. That's it.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Aruna Rere and Tox Slime for an April Fool's one time, they became feet tubers, so they were like just PNGs of feet, and off of that I was like, Ray asked me for the feet redeem and like feet redeem win, and I was like, this was in the middle of playing Deep Rock Galactic, and I was just like, what is your obsession with feet? You were a feet VTuber last time, and then like she felt very called out for it. And that's why I have the feet redeem now, because of that. Yeah. At the end, okay, off character mesh, you want to do set hidden in game.
Don't worry about what I sent in the Discord.
Is it feet tuber?
It is.
Nice.
It is. It's the one I think Noma
I like that.
used.
It's one of the that's one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I'm not sure which one, but it's one of them.
Sorry. Copy that and paste it underneath as well. So you want 2 of them, because you want it for the A and the B, or the flip flop. And make sure the targets are connected. Okay, and then hook the execution up for the A and the B.
Where? We connecting it?
The execution, so the triangles to the of the A and the B. So the where it says proxy material, proxy placeable object. Sorry. Yeah, at the very end. Yeah, that into that, and then the destroy actor into the set hidden in game. Yeah, you got it, Spiral. Yeah, that one, and then the destroy actor into that one. Cool. And you want to tick the top one.
For hidden or propagate children?
Both. Propagate children
Oh,
just
okay.
means anything that's connected to the so yeah, if you have like if you did it just on the character mesh, it would just hide the character mesh. But if you say your character's got a weapon, it would, if you do propagate to children, it'll hide the weapon as long as it's attached to that mesh. Like, you see how the camera boom is attached, the follow camera is attached to the camera boom. If you hid the top one, it'll propagate to children for everything if you set propagate to children.
Okay.
So if you have attachments and all that jazz, and I say that too often, don't I? All that jazz.
Jazz.
God. But yeah, I don't think it matters for this, but yeah, just safety. Okay.
Okay.
That is that section
And
part
bottom
done.
one doesn't need any ticking.
Doesn't need any ticking because it's considering. So when it says new hidden, it's hiding it. If it's not ticked, that means it's unhiding it. So whenever we go into, so if you test it right now, go into, you can, okay, playtest. We can get one of those in. Playtest. After you've compiled and saved as well. And just switch between camera and look down is what you want to do. See how you don't see yourself anymore?
Myself. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that's doing. So you're just hiding yourself, so that like when you're in placing mode, you don't see yourself.
When I go into this, I can't move.
That's intentional.
Is that normal?
That's intentional.
Yeah, that's intentional.
I
That's why we set up the are we in placing mode macro.
Okay. I thought it was when we press G is when we can't move.
No. Can you guys Fade and Spiral, can you move when you're in?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
What caused that?
thought that was on purpose.
Because we set up the stopper for movement.
Right.
you know?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That was all working as intended.
Yeah.
Next, you got me confusing myself now.
I just thought it was
Yeah.
working a little bit different. I thought like we press G to activate.
Is
Then
to
what's G
place
do?
the thing. Is to place the object, right?
Yeah. This is to go into placing mode.
No, G. Because
Yeah,
right
G-
click's
G-
going to placing mode,
Oh,
right?
G should be cycle.
Huh?
Oh right.
Well, G doesn't.
So we
do
haven't
any-
placed anything yet.
Yeah. G
Yeah,
doesn't do anything yet
Okay.
that you can see. That's the
okay.
thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Ripnix. Okay. we got a little bit of playtest in. Woohoo! Playtest! Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, playtest.
Thank you for the follow, Benny K. Welcome on in. We're playing with spaghetti. We're playing with spaghetti right now. Learning Unreal Engine. I'm teaching.
Noodle.
Everyone's I'm learning as well because apparently some things I've screwed up as well. Content browser. We are going to duplicate the placeable proxy BP.
Huh? The placeable.
Placeable proxy BP.
Wait.
Oh, it's the placeable proxy. I put BP. Wait, what?
What do we call it?
Wait. Yeah,
The
okay.
material? No, wait. I don't know.
No, yeah, that's it. That was it. You were on it, then, right?
Oh,
yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
It's just placeable proxy. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. 'Cause
Duplicate it?
Duplicate and
Okay.
name it placed object. And then you want to double click to go into it.
Okay.
Okay. Double click. Yep. Delete everything after the tick event line. Okay.
Delete everything after the.
Event tick. Everything that's
Where's
after
that?
just at the top one.
Top one.
Just delete it all.
After this. All of this.
Yeah. We don't.
Okay.
Oh, we
'cause
want the other spaghetti code, just not what this plugs into.
Yeah. So sorry.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to delete everything after the tick because we don't need to check for anything with this because we've already checked for the collisions. This is actually the placed object. I've said to delete unused variables, but don't worry. Rename the custom event. You want to rename the custom event that's there to update object. So it's currently update proxy. The update proxy one.
What
You
are we
want to look
calling
for your update proxy. You want to change that to update object. And you want to rename the proxy choice integer variable to object choice.
This
Do we
This is
change
just-
everything that says proxy to object?
Don't worry about it now, because I don't think you need. I don't think you need proxy min height, proxy min max height, proxy half size, and can place. So you can delete those last 4 variables that you guys have in your variable section.
Do we just delete?
So right click in the variables tab. No, just the variables tab. Delete the 4 things that are the last 4 ones. So proxy min height downwards.
we need to get rid of can place as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we don't need to use those.
Okay.
And that should be all Gucci. Compile and save just to be sure that we're all Gucci. Cool. So the reason why we're doing it this way, we're still leaving the ability to change it, is say you put down a tier 1 version of something, then later on you can come along and upgrade it. You might still want to update the object to a tier 2 later on. So that's the reason why we're leaving this update stuff in here. That's why we don't want to delete that, because maybe tier 1 turret, tier 2 turret, tier 3 turret, updating it as you go, sort of thing. That's the reasoning for that. Okay. Player BP. I'm going to go to player BP. And underneath the placing item, you're going to create a new custom event.
In placing mode or
placing item, not the placing mode, the very bottom. It's a new string.
yeah.
It's a new custom event, and you're naming it place the thing.
Okay,
we were doing what with this event?
We're calling it a custom event, and we're calling no. So you want to create a new one. You want to create a new custom event, and you want to name it plus a place the thing. Because naming conventions, have fun with them. Okay, rule. You want to put it under. You want to put it in its own place. Spiral. More space than that. You're going to be doing a few things. No, like grab the plate. grab your place the thing, and move it just down. Yeah, because you want space. There we go. Okay, we're all good. Okay. And the third, create a new event. Press B for a branch, and then you have to press B and then hook it up to the that, and then promote that condition to a variable. And you want it to be can place object. Doesn't need to be a question mark. And we make sure we save and compile. Good. Okay. There's a little bit of back and forth on this one. It's like back forth. Make sure so. Okay, so we want to go to the placeable proxy BP. Or placeable proxy. And at the end of the tick A line, at the very top part, at the very end of it, after the set vector value thingy, you want to drag the pref, so the player BP, onto the graph. Get a reference to that, and off of that you want to set can place object.
Is set.
Cool. And duplicate it and put it into the bottom part, but also yes, hook it up. And make sure the targets are all connected. Yeah, you hook them up. And you want to wait. God, past me. It says delete and place booleans earlier in the lines. Reconnect the true and false lines. Okay, so just okay. So Spiral, go a little bit to the right, and you want to delete those and just ignore them. Apparently, I've decided. I don't know why. Too far, Fade. Too far. You want the booleans, the set booleans. You want to get rid of them and then just rehook up the true and the false to the respective things. Yeah. Pass me. past me. Don't know why I told you to put them in if I was going to delete them later. Maybe I did testing that I could test at the time, and that's why it makes sense to me. Who knows? Make sure beeline. Okay. Make sure the beeline set can place object bool is set to true. So on the beeline where it's green, you want to pick the boolean that's at the end of there. So the can place object boolean needs to be set to true. Cool, done there. Oh, we're kind of getting there. I think getting there. We're gonna go back to so we want to go to the content browser. And you want to create a new material.
Oh.
So right click, create new material, and you're going to name it placed object underscore mat for material. Placed object underscore mat, and double click to go into it. And you want to right click the background and search texture sample. And it should be the first appropriate result, and hook that RGB up to the base color.
I am Murray,
And then you can pick a yeah, it's in the left side where it says texture on the very near the bottom area. You want to change that texture to something you like, like hex tile. Remember I told you about hex tile, or just something.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of different textures there. Can be anything. You can use gold as well if you want to have gold texture. I think gold's something. There's chrome as well if you want everything to look like future. But yeah.
I want this one.
Gotta make sure it's an appropriate one. Just the UE logo. That's awesome.
Perfect.
That's a funky texture fade. Groovy.
Don't worry about it.
Perfect.
Hold 1 and click twice to create two constants.
Just try something.
Connect 1 to metallic and 1 to roughness. We did this a little bit earlier. So metallic and roughness. Metallic and roughness. And appropriately change them to however shiny you want your thing to be. So it's a 0 to 1 value. If you want it to be metal, you put it 1. If you want it to be shiny, you put it 0 on the roughness.
What is the
press 1.
called?
Press 1 and click. You might not have actually been here for that part early on. Sorry. So a value of 1 for more metal, value of 0 for more shiny. Depending on how shiny or metallic you want things to be. Cool.
I was trying to do something with a massive color so I could get the grid to glow, but not the pink. I don't know how to make it grayscale.
I don't know right now. I don't. Yeah. You'd have to probably get like. I think it works off of like black and white, maybe. Oh no, like it would. Unsure. I will get back to you on that one. Okay. Placed object BP. Gotta go to the placed object BP. And you want to be in the viewport of it. After applying and saving as well, sorry. As we do. RGB, the gamer stuff, RGB. Okay, so we want to be in the viewport of the place object BP. You don't have technically, but yeah. Nix is doing RGB. Oh yeah,
I just want it to be glowy.
missive, yeah, missive, yeah. But where we up to? Paste object up. You want to click on the mesh, the proxy mesh, and you want to search collisions for wait, what? No, that's wrong. Oh no, yes, no, yes. We're searching for the no collision so we can change it back to the default. So, what is the default? Yeah, default, just default.
Okay.
Yeah. So click on the no collision, and then change it to next. You wanna go to collision on the right side, down the bottom corner. It says no collision. Collision presets, no collision.
Yep.
Change that to default.
Default.
Cool. And then you want to look for the material where it's got that blue texture. It's the blue sphere. You have to scroll up a bit, spiral. And you want to change that to the placed object matte. And you want to go to the construction script and just disconnect that or delete it. You
Disconnect what?
just delete the everything after the purple node. Yeah.
Oh, delete. Okay.
Yeah. If we were doing it properly, you'd make an instance material and do the same process, but for time's sake, we're not doing that. We're just going to use the material that we created. So just delete those, all of them.
So everything except the construction script?
Yeah, I don't think you can just delete the construction script.
It's ugly.
So if you go to your viewport, it should have the texture on there now. If you compile and save. Hopefully.
Yep.
There we go. Cool.
Whoa, unreal.
Cool. Rename proxy. No, we don't even care about that. You would rename the proxy material if you were reusing the proxy material. If you were doing a proxy material and changing that, but we're not, for time's sake. Off of the true. Okay, player BP. Almost there. Almost finished this section. Oh, kind of. There's a little bit at the end. There's a little bit at the end, but I don't think we'll be doing that. We'll finish it at the playtest. The other part, I don't think it's needed. Yeah, okay, we're ignoring that. When we're ignoring that part, we can do that later, another time. So in the player BP, off of the spawn active from class in the placing mode area. You know where the placing mode in the
up here.
After all that, wait. Hang on. Where's place the thing? It's place the thing, not placing mode. My bad. You want to go to the place the thing. Okay. Because
Okay, down here, back down here. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Even my brain's getting frazzled now. I don't know how you guys are feeling.
We want to.
Yeah, my bad. It was a lot of back and forth of this part. Off
You're
of
good.
Place the thing off of the true. Spawn actor from class.
Spawn actor from class.
Because we've made the check to make sure we can place it, and this is the condition. That's the condition of yes, you can place it. So we're going to be able to place it when we do this. So we want to change the class.
I was just going to ask, if we're spawning an actor from a class of that choice, can we make it from a class of 2013? I think those punks have to learn a lesson.
What did I do? That's when I graduated. The fuck?
I don't remember when I graduated. I never actually passed high school, by the way. I found out that my course didn't require me to have a high school education, so I was like,
Oh.
yeah, I'm done with high school. Yeah, so I skipped on the I was on year 2. I think I either failed year 2 or I just got to year 2. Well, not year 2. NCA level 2. Is NCA level 1, 2, and 3, and those are the final years of high school. I think it was that. Yeah.
We go from grade 1 to grade 12. It's easier for the numbers.
We do forms here. Form whatever through I've forgotten. It's been so many too many years. Okay. Spawn actor from class. Yes.
Question. Are we ever gonna use the little thing, this thing, or is this all it needs?
We'll find out.
Okay, got you.
On the next episode.
Maybe we'll find out. I don't know why that's.
Okay.
I'll open up my thing and I'll see if it goes anywhere.
Okay.
This is yeah. Okay.
It's a plot hook.
It's just I would have Unreal open up right now, but I'm maxing out how much screen space I have right now to do things.
For sure.
Okay. Change the class actor, the select class to placed object, and then you want to split the transform struct. So the spawn transform. You want to right click and split
that
it.
one. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. You want to drag the proxy location variable into the location of that spawn actor. So you have the variables on the side. You can just drag them in. Yes.
Into where?
And into this. Yes. Yep. Those.
Oh, into this. Okay.
Spiral. Yep. Cool. And cool. Off the return value, set object choice. Cool, because this is grabbing the variable that we set before to say whatever placed object, what it's going to be. And also off of the return value, you want to grab a update object. And then, but you want the object choice to be first, Dade.
I want the object choice.
Yeah, so you want the integer to be chosen first before you update the object.
I want the integer to be chosen. How would I?
So disconnect the execution there. The execution. Yep. And put the set integer first. Yep, like that. And then plug the other end into the spawn actor.
Okay.
Cool. And you are plugging the proxy. Wait, make sure they are both connect. Yeah, okay, they're both with the update object being last. Cool. Drag the proxy current choice onto the graph onto the object choice set. The reason why I got you to name The reason why I got you to name it to object choice is because they are proxy and objects, so you don't get confused more than you probably are already.
No, I get it, because the one is like the transparent like silhouette to help you approximate where you're putting something down, and then the other thing is the actual object.
Definitely. The optional part is off of the update object. You would call placing mode. At the very end, you want to call placing mode. This is only if you don't want continuous placing. So say you've got lots of Minecraft blocks you're placing down, you go bum 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 bum, or say you've only got one of this item that you can go bam, get me out of placing mode automatically. Just depends on the use case. So like you're placing a turret, you place your turret, it gets you out of that mode, so you don't have to like still be in placing mode if you don't want to be in placing mode. Just depends on the appropriate part of the game that Okay. I apparently told you guys to comment here, but I already explained commenting. Over by the attack input.
What should we call it? What should we comment it?
It's just place the thing. It's just the whole thing is place the thing.
Do this one for placing item.
Cool. Got one more sentence here, and then you can playtest. Just read this part.
So all we had to do with this last part here, this part here, is just connect it. There's nothing else we have to do.
Yeah, because that's the custom event that you've created. So that's your placing mode, and you know how there's the flip flop. You're in the placing mode. Now you want it to take you out of the placing mode because you've placed the thing. So that's just a way to do it so that it automatically kicks you out of it. That way you don't have to like manually press the placing mode button again just to get out of the placing mode. It just depends on the game's purpose, like on the situation for it. Who knew the entire section was going to be...
You wouldn't want it to keep it in there once you place. It's like Team Fortress 2. You would not want it to keep you in placing mode once you place your turret.
Yeah, once you place your turret or your dispenser, you kick me out of it. Because I don't need to be doing that anymore. Okay, over by the attack input, so where your attack is.
Whoa, attack.
I really, really hope this all works, because if it doesn't, it's going to be a nightmare to debug what went wrong. Because we haven't... I think we're fine. So off of the true, you would just want to call place the thing.
We don't have a true plugged in, so I guess we've got to go in there and add true as a pin.
Yeah, you want to plug... Sorry, yes, you do want to plug the... Yeah, sorry, off of the else or true. Else and true are the same thing, but like, you want to make sure... Yeah. Connect
so
thing.
What
so go into your macro.
So unfair.
Spiral, and connect the true to the else. You can name it if you want, but I knew not naming it would come back to bite me. God, you can name it to true. It's yeah. As long as they
rename.
On the right side, it has the outputs.
Yeah. Okay. And then where do you put it?
You want off what? I didn't.
Go do it to true.
You want to call place the thing. On the attack, yeah, on the outside, not inside the macro.
Where do I put this?
You should type in place the thing.
Oh.
Moment of truth. You don't need that Boolean, by the way. Yeah. Cool. You're good. Compile, save, and pray to whoever you pray to, and press play. And go into play mode, and then try placing things down with that thing. It's doing nothing, isn't it?
It's doing nothing.
You have to be in placing mode to do it.
I am.
What have we missed? Can we go back to... God. Okay. Screw up. I'm gonna have to open up my one just to check. Because... Where is it? Please don't break things. What did we miss? Oh, what oh, you, because you died. Tell me about why this. How did I open up snipping tool? I don't need snipping tool. I'm gonna really I'm just trying to think about where we missed something. I'll start it. Anyone who can find out what we missed. Because we're actually not getting the trace. Maybe that's what that. So, but by the tick, we created that boolean. Can you go back to the boolean?
Where?
The branch by the tick. You know how you asked me about that thing and said maybe it'll have something to do with it? It's just in the middle of your screen fade.
This one? Yeah.
In placing mode. And that's in the player BP, isn't it?
Yeah.
Player BP.
Yep, we just have in placing mode set up as the condition, but no things connected to the true or false.
Open up my version now just to see. Okay. Okay, that's what it was. Off of the true placing item. You want to do off of that call placing item. Now give it a go. Playtest. After compiling, maybe.
That shows up if I press.
It shows up, but it's creating a collision because it's hitting the ground.
Whoa! I made art.
Only one of them likes to appear.
Those variables are the same. It's because it's colliding with something that's the problem. Can you go into your placeable proxy and on your box trace by channel? It's the in the a little bit up, right?
Up. But no, that's yeah.
The debug mode. Change the debug mode just so we can see what it's doing.
This one?
Yeah.
To what? Persistent?
Duration or frame,
Duration.
probably. Either one.
Okay.
And then test that. Okay, the reason is because it's hitting the ground. Why does? Yeah,
Was 50 not high enough?
Try changing the 15.
Mine doesn't even do what you're doing. Mine. Something is wrong with mine.
Because you haven't done the debug mode? The draw debug?
How do you do the draw debug?
On the box trace by channel.
What should I set from 15, by the way? 50?
Box trace.
Yeah, put it up to 50. It's not...
Wait, the 15 where?
On the proxy min height. No. Wait, no, that's working. It should be working.
Oh, wait, I can place it.
There you go. Okay. Proxy min height.
Yeah, mine still went to the weird draggy thing that you guys were doing.
So
I looked up and I saw you dragging it around, and it's not doing it for me.
Because you've placed something. I think it's not
Like I got an error one here, and then in a moment it's gone. But then I left click to place something, and there's nothing there. Until I go back into first person, then
it's because you're getting. Did you change your min height? Change your min proxy min height.
That was my.
Okay, this is interesting.
On the left side. On the left side. It's the variable, so. Yeah, just change that to 50.
What do I make this?
Change that to 50. Don't know.
It's still when I go into it and I click, nothing is spawning for me.
Are you pressing G when you go in?
I don't think pressing G actually does anything.
Okay.
G puts you into the mode.
Oh no, wait, yeah, it does.
I think I've seen the big issue is that my proxy size at this point actually is 0000. I didn't change it to 25, 25, 25.
Where's
Hmm?
that?
The proxy size?
This one. 0, 0, 0.
Where is proxy size?
It's the variable inside the placeable proxy. Proxy half
The
size.
proxy half size.
That's the one.
And they're all
the size.
25, but yeah, my
You should
place
make it
just
0,
isn't
0,
working the
0.
same.
Did you change your
Just make it 0, 0, 0?
Yeah,
Yeah,
make it all
them all
0, 0, 0. What's your proxy min height?
My proxy min height is 50.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, when I left click, it doesn't show it trying to
Did
spawn
you-
in.
Did you? What's it doing? Huh?
And when I right click, that's when it's
I think
sometimes appearing, and I don't know why. And then I get all these errors.
default rule. Is anyone else getting those errors?
No, don't think so.
God, this UE. On the default scene. Oh wait. Can some Faye, can you open up your placeable proxy?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let me stop this. There you go.
Okay. And next.
So
can you
I was successfully able to place all of the objects.
Yeah, that was the other thing. You
Although
can
I
press
have-
G to change them.
Yeah, I have no frame of reference for which object is being selected, but if I follow the logic that we set in and place it, everything makes sense.
That was part of the to come part of the tutorial, but we're approaching the limit now where I'm snoozing ads.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so you set up a UI to like change like a visual of what you're on or something.
Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, as far as I can tell, everything works on my end. Although I do think it's funny that all of the like objects, barring this funny cube, are all floating.
Well, yeah, it's because the chamfer it's just in a different location. It's set to be in they're all at different heights on where the actual object is.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So
I
you
kind of figured
still
that
having
was the
issues,
case.
Nix?
Yeah, I still can't figure out what went wrong. I'm trying to look at everything and nothing makes sense.
Can you go to the player BP? Facing item. Let me try and find, because I haven't commented my stuff. I told you guys to comment it, but like as if I'd do what I tell you guys to do.
Finally, I can escape this prison.
Actually, if the first cube floats, but the one on 0 doesn't float.
Yeah.
Yep, keep going.
Oh, I did get a lot of runtime errors though.
Where would you see those?
They show up after you stop the playtesting.
Oh, they don't show up for me.
It might show up in a separate window.
I only got this window.
Interesting.
To be fair, I did go back and
yeah.
turn off the debug and then also set the proc stuff back.
Okay. I will screen cap this for easier reference.
What's this? Attempted to just player BP. Oh, it's because that's your UI trying to try to get your player, but your player died.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
I kind of figured since it had to do with the player and not with anything
Yeah.
with the objects that it was just me falling out of the map. But
Sorry, I was full screen trying to debug. what's wrong with Nix's thing.
Nah, it's cool.
So what was? We go through the steps again. Press play. Go bit by bit. So you
Yeah,
can
I
attack
right-click
normally like
and
this. Press
compose.
G, and then look down. It only stays in the one spot,
Yep, only stays in the one spot.
which
And every
implies
time I
that
re-enter it, it moves to a new like
this
page.
this means that it's only being fired once. So go to your tick in your player BP. Okay.
Event tick.
Yep, and go along to the in placing mode. A placing item. We want to. I'm going to find my tick now. Placing item. So. Okay. Did that. So the thing that's happening is it's not updating constantly. That's the issue.
In placing item, I've missed something.
So it should be updating its location in the in this. It should be going to wherever this is. So keep going along to the right.
Is it that one I've got to plug in the location?
No. That's
Wait, can you go to the left real quick? All the way.
W synchro,
Do you have
W feet.
Do you have get world rotation?
What is that?
Because there is
No.
a third one connected to placing camera that's get world rotation that we set up. I don't know if that matters, but
Oh, we never used that one, so I'm told to
Yeah.
delete it.
Yeah, we don't use the get world rotation.
oh, okay,
Yeah, it's just you can delete that.
okay.
So the thing is, it's not being updated.
Placing item goes to
Per
the end.
thing. Can you go to the?
Yay, I'm stuck. Wee. Haha.
There are only updates when you go into.
Yay.
Where's your right click? What do we name our right click event? The placing mode. Can you go to placing mode?
Place.
Just be a little bit up. The in placing mode. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It only updates when it's in
Yeah.
this mode.
I am one with the
So
cones.
lots of spaghetti. I'm trying to debug Nix. What's going wrong with Nix's thing right now? Set active Wait, so set active hasn't actually. Yeah, I confused myself because you switch them around. We be placing, put you into placing mode, but it only updates the proxy itself once when it's brought out. So we need to tell the where do we tell the proxy to update itself in? Where do we set the proxy location every tick? Where do we do that? Yeah.
Is it when we set the proxy location?
Yeah, we set actor location of the proxy. So in the player BP, set actor. Wait. So can you move your set around a little bit? It's not the same. Can you move the proxy location set a bit? Okay, it is just making sure it wasn't going behind and being weird. Proxy placeable object. Placeable proxy. This should be updating it every every tick that it scroll along to the left again. We're in the placing camera. We get forward vector. And we are definitely on the tick in placing. A tick is placing item in placing mode. Can we go to the tick again? Sorry. I'm just trying to. Are we getting collisions on objects, or are they able to? Okay, just checking spirals. Yeah, so we have separate. This is what I was trying to talk about, where it's trying to check for collisions on being able to place things over top of each other. This is why we did it this way.
I mean, you say that, but
well, that's on top of each other. I mean, like you'd probably set an actual like collision response, so like placeable ground rather than just visibility, so that you'd check for it and make sure it's actually a placeable ground. Hit.
Why are we setting in placing mode? Because that's what.
Setting in placing mode there. Let me go into placing thing. What is going wrong?
So on A, placing camera is on, follow camera is off, and we turn that on.
What problem is it? Object.
Just looking at there.
Further? A little bit further on. Set the mesh hidden. You go to the placeable proxy. Again, sorry. The
I
actual
made a fish.
placeable proxy BP.
Glub glub, motherfucker.
Proxy choice. Doesn't matter because. Can you find your tick? Because it has to be updating this trace. Let me just look at one of those. Placeable proxy. That goes into that. Max height, min height. Location. Default scene. And your half size is set to 0.
Yep.
After that, oh, okay. Color. And that, yeah, next one. Put over. That's correct as well. Where did it go wrong? Facing item. Line trace by channel. Because that's the biggest problem is like player BP. Sorry. I don't get it because placing item needs it should okay. Draw debug type. Can you press draw debug type? On the actual line trace by channel. It's right there, right on the screen. The line trace by channel.
My brain is just kind of.
I'm sorry.
Can you say it slowly for me?
The draw debug type on the line trace by channel, onto the right, to the right. Draw debug type down a little bit, No, it's on screen. You don't need to go further. It's draw debug type. Yep. You want to click that
Oh,
and go
that. Yeah.
for 1 frame or duration, either one. And then playtest that. So then go to okay. So that is firing.
So
And
is
then
it placeable proxy then?
and then go into the thingy mode again. Oh no, I meant to. Can you press play? Press play and go into placing mode. Move around a bit on the ground and then go out and then go back in.
The
Okay.
last one gets a cube, and that's it.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
Hmm.
It doesn't actually make sense what's going on.
No.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it, and I'm just like,
Oh, I'm getting this error.
Yeah,
Some
so that-
ability of game third-person maps, third-person map.
so
Place
go to
proxy default scene route has to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
movable if you'd like to move.
go to placeable proxy. Is this actually the fix? Go to the default. Click on the default scene route.
Where
On
is that?
in the components top left. In the top left area. Where it says static, stationary, movable. Up a little bit, and to the right. And click that. Try that. Oh my god, that was actually it. Oh god, I didn't think that would actually. That still makes no sense on why it would only do it on the last frame. Like it was only appear once after going back into it, but it was only because it remembered the last thing because it was unmovable. It still should have appeared if you like the instant. Oh, god, we figured it out. But god, oh
We
god.
did it.
And we're already into ads. God.
What I find odd, as well as I have I guess this is because I have something on, I put the line still here.
Yeah, the traces are over there. So there should be collision check. Have you really? What have you done, Spiral? Have you placed too many objects or something? And it's freaking out. Doing a little dance.
Do a little dance. Make a little love.
Okay.
Get down tonight.
So yeah, if you press G, it changes the object as well.
Yep.
Wrong time to raid. Oh god. Hello. Welcome on in. Hello, mercenary mage. Hello. We were just wrapping up. Yeah, it's waiting for the ads as well. Wait for the ads to play for 60 seconds as well. Both ads and ending stream soon as well. The double whammy. Hello. Ah, God. Unless they have turbo or something, and unless the ads aren't playing, it's hard to tell sometimes when it comes to.
Sometimes they don't.
Yeah. We'll give it 30 more seconds, but hello to raiders if you can see me. Hello. I'll say proper hello in 30 seconds, but we'll also be off soon, unfortunately.
Soon.
Yeah.
My brain.
Yeah, we're gone a little bit over time.
I was gonna say I'm a fair bit over time. I'm beginning to get a headache.
Yeah, I was trying to get us to a point where we could actually playtest what we made, and the next part was about just making a function out of the object. So like, that's a big nothing thing right now. Yeah, and we can do AI movement next time. But hello, mercenary mage. I think you everyone was in an ad at that time. But welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a good stream with software and game development. I was just teaching my friends here how to make games in Unreal Engine. To some degree, we had some hitches along the way because of Asked
I mean
Me
fish.
as well. Yeah, and people are making beautiful artwork as well. But I hope you had a good software and game development stream. I hope it all went well for you. Yeah.
Unreal fish.
Real fish. That's unreal.
Mhm.
And we were just
Whoa, unreal.
we got Nix here who's building a giant tower to the moon. To the moon. Yeah, we're currently about to wrap up because we got enough for another tutorial, another lesson later on. If it's about wall jumping and wall riding, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'll see if there's other things. If I'll create some at the end of it just to see if there's other things we can learn. But yeah, we'll see how the wall run goes when it comes to the session. This one was a God. If we were doing all of this in one session last time, if we would have.
My brain.
Would have been a 12. Would have been a 12-hour stream.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been. Yeah. It was, but yeah. So this is simple. Wow. Slightly advanced placing objects in at a hit location. I think I should have broken it up a little bit differently.
Don't you mean unreal placement of objects?
Jeez. I should have compartmentalized the tutorial a little bit better, where we actually got a chance to place the object before thinking about placing different objects going from there. But I'm glad we got things placed in game. You can run around fast and then stop and place things. But yeah, Gucci.
Yeah, thanks for the tutorial.
Thanks for putting up with past and current me.
Thank you for helping me when mine broke.
Oh, that was just a silly error. I don't know why it worked for everyone. Okay, for a second, in Spiral or Fake, can you check your placeable proxy default scene and click on the default scene route?
Movable.
Yeah, you've got movable and on the left side, Spiral. Yeah, that. Why do you both have it on movable, but Spiral doesn't? Nix doesn't.
I'm not sure.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused by that. Anyway. We okay. Good. We're Gucci. We're gonna have to look for a quick raid target because my brain's fried. I've got fried brains.
I need to sleep.
Yeah.
That is
It's like
fair.
It's like 4:30 in the morning over here.
Yeah. It is 3:30 for me.
Take a quick look here and see. Let me see here. I don't think I've raided them before. We're gonna raid someone. Well, I've watched, but I've not raided before. It's I think you know them, Spiral. Chance, you know Chance Mizumi?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Chance is a good bean.
We're gonna raid Chance Mizumi. Sounds good. They're playing Potion Craft. I'm gonna end on the YouTube side first. Goodbye, YouTube. Thank you, Salam. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Oh, thank you. Because I forget these things to say these things myself. I'm a terrible YouTuber. I'm still learning on the YouTube side. I still forget to hit go live.
I just have it to auto go live when I start OBS